Something wrong, Richard?
Well, I was just wondering which of my neighbours would look the part in a nice mahogany coffee.
You are invited.
You think I'm beaten?
To witness.
I'm not finished.
A murder.
I think I'm scared of getting my hands dirty again. They won't bury me.
One final walk down Coronation Street.
Take a life to save a life.
This.
I've got a problem. I'll sort it, and this time I'll get it dead right.
Is the beginning.
They won't bury me.
Of the end.
Take a life to save a life.
But who is in the box?
It's not fair. It's not nice. It's a big, cruel world out there. It's not nice. Who's going to miss one little old lady? Life's not fair. She slipped and fell. What a shame. You think it looks bleak for me right now? Oh, I survived this. But I can't guarantee my neighbours will.
Something wrong, Richard?
Never better, Shelley.
You're not going to convince me.
Archie practically admitted he tried to burn me to death.
This isn't the moment to say that, Audrey. Now, wait.
What, till he's got Emily in his sights?
For Rita to have a minute to herself.
What are them two whispering about?
Rita, we've got to speak to it, won't wait.
Oh, you spoke to me yesterday and I've been worried sick ever since.
She only said what I've been telling you for months.
Well, something else happened last night. We can't talk about it here.
Well, if you want somewhere quiet, we could go to Emily's.
You're not going now.
Well, dinner time then.
We want you to come as well, Rita.
I can't abandon this place.
Rita, I am asking you to forego 15 minutes of business time. Set that against all our years of friendship.
It was all our years of friendship that kept me awake last night.
Well, I'm awake every night, scared for my life.
We're not joking.
Gail won't listen to me. Martin won't listen to me. Who else can I turn to?
I'll be there, Audrey. Rita, you must do as you like.
Mum, is it okay if I go out for a bit? Beth's asleep.
We'll be back before she wakes up.
Oh, so you're a psychic now then, are you, Candice?
Yeah, I am, Mr. Hillman.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you very much. See you later. See you.
Bye.
Can't say much in front of them anyway.
I really don't think you need worry.
I'm willing to bet that my mother is telling the whole of Coronation Street that you tried to kill her.
There are no policemen on the doorstep, and the neighbours will put it down to Audrey's state of mind. I mean, they'll feel sorry for her.
You think that gives me any comfort?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I've heard all this before from Norris.
No, but not what I've just told you, Emily. I mean, he practically admitted that he tried to kill me.
If he had tried to kill you, why would he admit it?
Oh, well, I don't know.
We don't pretend to understand him.
I mean, he was after my money, right? He can't get that, so now he's after yours.
When you die, he gets the house. You're the one in danger now.
When are you going to listen?
I've never found Richard to be anything other than caring and considerate.
Yeah, well, he played that game with me. That's how he ingratiates himself.
But he's kind. He's charming.
Con men are.
I'm sorry, but it sounds ludicrous.
We know that, but that's a measure of the man's success.
Rita.
Well, I'm afraid I'm in the same predicament as Emily. I know there's nothing wrong with your mind, Audrey, but you have been under a lot of stress these last few months.
I haven't. You saying I'm making things up?
Well, there must be a reasonable explanation.
Well, what is it?
Perhaps the whole thing was a joke.
Oh.
He puts the fear of God in her, and that's a joke.
I'm trying to make sense of it.
Well, I've always suspected him.
Oh, well, you dramatise.
Look, Rita, we are ordinary people. We do ordinary jobs. We've all got our feet on the ground.
I have, Norris. I'm not sure about you.
3 of us think he's a murderer.
He's not a murderer because you say so.
But he's not innocent because you say so.
What are we going to do?
I'm not going to do anything. I'm going back to the shop.
You said you'd be a few minutes. You've been gone ages.
Sorry, I went for a walk. I had to think.
What about?
Some things that were bothering me.
Anything you want to talk about?
No, I'm not sure.
Do you want to be on your own with your mum?
No, it's fine, honestly.
Well, take no notice. She's okay.
I've enough to worry about.
Hey, listen, Gail, we're on the up. I've made inquiries. I've knocked on doors. That bail hostel will not get the go-ahead. Come the spring, we'll be able to get rid of those flats in double quick time. All we have to do is get through the winter, another couple of months, and I'm determined to make sure that we've enough to tide us over.
It's me mother I'm worried about.
I know. I am too.
You should be angry with her.
Well, I try not to be. I'm still convinced that she's got some sort of illness. I mean, not Alzheimer's, but maybe something similar. It'll run its course.
And then everything will be all right.
I hope so.
And in the meantime, she blackens your name and splits the family in two.
Well, we can take it. You know, we're over the worst.
I hope you're right. I don't think you are anymore.
There's no convincing either of them, Rita or Emily.
Oh, gracious, the man all but confessed to me. I mean, what more do they want?
Emily asked me why would he do that. Now, I mean, it got me wondering too, but you see, now I understand.
How do you mean?
Well, it makes whatever you say sound even more implausible. I mean, what would-be murderer goes around telling his victims all about it?
Not many.
No, I mean, who's going to believe he said anything?
Norris is right. Richard's confession undermines your credibility.
He makes me look a laughingstock, and then everything I say plays straight into his hands.
He wants your friends to humour you, then smile at each other behind your back.
They hear what you say, they take no notice.
Mind you, Rita does that to me all the time. She's got it down to a fine art.
Well, she's the one making the mistake. You saw Richard for what he was months ago.
Well, he terrifies me.
Well, it shouldn't do. I mean, with the three of us watching, he can't do much.
Might I have a word?
I was expecting you. Come in.
Thanks. I'm sorry you've been upset.
Oh, I'm sorry you've been accused.
You must wonder what's at the back of it.
Well, it's obvious that Audrey's suffering from some sort of delusion. I only wish I could help.
Gail's worried out of her mind.
She's bound to be.
Well, she doesn't know what to do for the best, and the doctors don't seem to take any interest.
You reach a certain age, and to some of them you become a burden.
And it's the effect on the children as well. I mean, they see their mum's upset, their grandmother's not making any sense.
Well, if there's ever anything I can do, take the three of them out for the day, babysit Bethany, anything to give you and Gail a break.
Forget about us, Emily. The most important thing is that you get better.
You're very kind, Richard.
Not at all. You mean a lot to me and Gail. I mean, it's the same as Audrey, really. All we're really concerned about is your health and happiness.
Norris was right. You know, the more I go around repeating what Richard said, then it's not going to make him look guilty. It's just going to make me look insane.
It's been very clever.
Oh, yes, but at least we know what we're up against.
Yeah, well, I don't see how going back to work full time will help.
Because it's going to make people like Rita have faith in me. I mean, the more my life seems to be normal, then the more they're going to take what I say seriously.
Yes, you can't sit around forever. You've got to fight back.
Yeah, take my mind off Gail, if nothing else, because the more I'm not working, the more I'm worrying about her.
Yeah, but you'll be on your feet 8 hours a day. I mean, can you cope?
Yeah, I am determined to cope, actually.
There you go, gentlemen.
What sort of flat are you looking for?
Well, I want somewhere half decent and somewhere close to the factory.
Have you asked Richard about his block?
Well, he'd be hard put to find better accommodation for the price. It's only 10 minutes by car from Underworld.
Yeah, but yours are all for sale, aren't they? I want somewhere to rent.
No, they are for rent now, because you see, it can't actually sell them.
There's been a temporary hitch.
Oh, yeah, the bail hostel. I heard about that.
Yeah, most people don't like to live next to thieves and robbers, but that'd be home from home for you.
I'm told the flats are very well appointed.
Yes, well, nothing to get me in one.
I doubt you could afford anything so stylish.
It's not the price that puts me off.
Thank you, Norris.
Well, they represent very good value. I'd be happy to show you around.
Well, yeah, it might be worth a look then.
No, don't bother, because I'll tell you all about them.
I'll tell you what, I'll get back to you on that one, all right?
Okay. He didn't seem too keen, but thanks for trying, Emily.
My pleasure.
You work very hard for Richard. You should pay your commission.
There's no need for that, I assure you.
Nevertheless, your efforts are very much appreciated.
I know they are.
You're looking well today, Emily. A lot brighter than yesterday.
I'm much better.
It's yours, Norris.
Thanks. Emily will be fine while I'm watching her.
You're very protective.
Yes, I am.
He lives in a world of his own.
Just ignore him. I do.
Gail's talking to you. Wish she'd talk to me.
She talks, but she doesn't listen. If she did, she might hear something to her advantage.
But she's living with a murderer.
Try not to worry too much. You know, we've got our best interests at heart.
She'll not even look at me.
Don't worry. One day she'll come crawling back to apologise.
That's not what I want, Norris.
Nothing's going to improve while she's in thrall to Richard.
Yeah, I know that.
You've tried everything to make her see what he's like.
Yes, and nothing's worked. A mother should protect her child. She's living with a monster. What do? Sit and watch.
I hate all this bad feeling with me, Mum.
Yeah, but it's not your fault, love.
There must be something we can do. She's not herself. What's wrong?
Oh, yeah. Your mum's a bit worried about your gran, love.
I hope you and I never fall out, Sarah. I'd hate to be so angry with each other that we couldn't talk.
Well, you did tell her not to come round here again.
I had to. You know what she was saying.
Yeah, that stuff about Richard.
Anyway, never mind. Go and get Candice a drink. There's some cans in the fridge.
Thanks, Mrs. Hillman. Sarah, I'll go and tell your mum about Aid. She's upset. I can't, not now.
Ooh, it's freezing!
Laura, if you're on. Women.
Oh, no.
You sure you want to stay?
I thought she'd be here. And cope.
Why don't you speak to her?
You're my husband. She can spread lies about you, or she can talk to me. She can't do both.
Not sure I understand this road out.
What are you doing? Sneaking round back gardens, you frightened me.
I'm first footing. You have a look at you if your doorstep's crossed by someone with dark hair.
Yeah, well, you're not coming in.
Why not?
Why do you think? Anyway, it's not New Year.
I'm hungry.
Wait there. Ooh, straight for the beer. You're getting good at being a tramp.
I hate it being like this. I wish I could go over and say something.
I'm sure Gail does too, but well, it's gone too far.
Yeah, I know.
You can only hope that Gail eventually comes to her senses and sees him for what he really is.
I know how difficult it must be for you. All this trouble with Audrey.
I'll be glad when this year's over. I really will. We've had a terrible time, haven't we?
Well, we did get married. I think that makes up for quite a lot.
Oh, there you are. I looked up and you disappeared.
You dozed off in front of the television.
Never doze off. Get some drinks.
All right, everyone, on shore! It's dinner time. Bring your glasses.
I love you, girl. How about a New Year's kiss, then?
Don't come back.
Oh, happy and prosperous New Year. I hope things are easier for you this year.
Oh, well,
Thank you, Emily. Things will be easier. In fact, I've got a feeling that everything's going to go to plan.
Luckily, I had the foresight to fashion some cotton wool earplugs, but it's a public disgrace.
How do you know?
What?
How do you know there were taxis bibbing their own all night if you had earplugs in?
Never mind.
Me, Mum. I should have guessed who it'd be.
I thought I saw you come over here. Now I'm just popping to the shops.
Right there. I know exactly what you were just doing. You were checking up on me.
No, if there's nothing you want, you've only got to say.
Richard has been the perfect host. And you barging in like this is extremely rude. Thank you for the tea, Richard, but if you'll excuse me, Norris and I have some harsh words to exchange at home. I'm not having it, Norris. Richard is a good friend to me.
I'm only looking out for you.
Oh, how many more times? I do not need looking out for.
Can't be a good roast dinner, can it?
I can't see why we can't have it on his knee in front of the telly.
Because it's nice to sit down and eat together as a family.
Please, can I have some more beef?
Yeah, go help yourself.
Right, I'm finished.
What were you just saying?
You've still got loads left on your plate.
I'm full. Can I go call for Simon?
You've got indigestion, you will.
I won't.
David, just sit still for 5 minutes.
Why?
Because I say so.
Get indigestion.
Oh, Aidan, you can't carry on living like this.
Why not? I've got everything I need.
Why don't you try and find your mum?
I'm not interested. Besides, I like it here.
No, you don't.
No one to hassle me. I've got your daily visits to look forward to.
Yeah, well, I can't keep bringing you food every day. They'll notice.
Can you imagine what your mum would think if she knew you were here?
She'd go absolutely mental.
I can't believe it myself. I thought you'd never speak to me again. But here you are.
Well, don't read anything into it.
No.
I am here because I feel sorry for you, not because I fancy you. I stopped fancying you the day you put me in intensive care. Anyway, just shut up and eat your food.
Apparently your mum's moved back into a house.
Is she?
I say apparently because I got the new second hand. Walked into Maxine, she told me.
Well, maybe it's the start of things getting back to some kind of normality.
Well, however much bad feeling there is between us, I still don't like the idea of her moving back into the house where she nearly died.
I'm sure she'll be much more careful now. And she's got Archie to keep an eye on her.
Allow me.
Oh, thank you, Rich.
Don't mention it. How are you feeling, Emily?
I'm fine. Any rumours to the contrary usually come from Norris. Because he means well, which I appreciate, but I have to say, I do enjoy getting a break from his fussing. Now, on Friday, he's off to Liverpool, which means I get a Norris-free zone for the day.
Well, make the most of it.
Oh, I will.
Good for you.
Well, good night, Richard.
Goodbye, Emily.
Oh, tell you what, you want to give me that then? Come on, darling, do you want to read your book for 5 minutes? Richard! Richard! Oh, thank you, Richard. Hey, it's not bad news, is it, the letter?
What? No, it's just a bank reminder. Hey, I've got a little game we can play. Shall we go and play Spot the Milkman?
I don't suppose you could maybe take Beth to the creche for me, could you?
I've got a lot on, Sarah. Why today?
Well, I've got to get an extension on my essay and I've got to see the teacher before the class begins. Please.
OK, well, when's it due in?
Last Friday.
Procrastination, eh? Well, we're all guilty of it. Daft, really. Because the worst of it is, you can never rest till it's done.
There's still no sign of Toya.
Toya Battersby doesn't run to a timetable, Norris, unlike your train.
Look, maybe I should just pop across and have a word. I mean, you know these flighty young girls, she might have changed her plans.
You'll do no such thing.
I'm only thinking of your safety.
Norris, if this passport conference leaves you with one piece of advice about dealing with applicants, I hope it's that it's very, very irritating to be spoken to like a child.
Yes, well, one piece is what I want to find you in when I get home.
Well, I'll do my best. Now, off you go.
Right. See you tonight.
Barlow got found guilty. So what happened to him then?
Well, he didn't go to prison, if that's what you mean.
Pity. He got done though, that's the main thing.
I'll be up in court soon. Might as well be in prison living here.
You get used to it.
How long are you going to keep us up for?
Just till I get my head together. Are you coming round after school?
I can't.
Yeah, you can. I've got no one else to talk to. I'm going mentally.
Look, I've got stuff to do, all right?
Like what?
Like buy a birthday present for Todd.
Right.
Look, I've got stuff to do. I've got to go.
Hello.
Blimey, you had a hard morning.
Frustrating, really. The person I'm meant to be dealing with isn't available.
Well then, you can skive off with a clear conscience.
See you.
Bye.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Did you frighten the life out of me?
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
Well, what are you doing out here?
I've just come round to sort some paperwork out with Emily.
Oh, well, why are you coming round the back?
Oh, well, when she's in the kitchen, sometimes she can't hear the front door. So, what are you doing here? Visiting?
Oh, studying. I needed somewhere quiet.
Oh, regular thing, is it?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, she's out, so, well, you can come and wait for if you want.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll pop back.
I can tell her to ring you if it's urgent.
Oh, she'll only worry. I'll catch up with her soon enough. What are you doing?
You made me jump.
It's only just after 7.
Oh, I'm just making breakfast.
Cheese sandwiches.
No, well, I like cheese sandwiches.
So I see.
What's going on? Not even light yet.
Oh, it's all right, love. I couldn't sleep, and Sarah's making a picnic.
What?
Don't worry, you get yourself up to bed. I'll bring up a cup of tea.
Nice and toast now I'm up.
All right, go on then.
Excuse me, I think you'll find you've charged me for 2 Eccles cakes.
Well, did you not have 2 Eccles cakes?
No, 1 Eccles cake and an ice bun. That's right, isn't it?
That's right.
Right, so I owe you...
2 pence.
Sorry, my mistake. Oh, Emily, I forgot to tell you, Richard called round for you on Friday afternoon.
Okay.
Oh,
fine.
really? Was it something important?
Was what something important?
Well, apparently you called on Emily while I was out. Good job Toya was there, otherwise you'd have had a wasted journey.
Oh, yes. No, nothing important. No, I just wanted to arrange a time for our 6-monthly review. Very boring. I'm sure it'll wait till next week.
Oh, no, it's all right.
That's all right, Emily. Like he says, it'll wait.
No, it's...
Hiya. Do you two fancy coming to a party tomorrow night?
What sort of party?
Well, Doreen's 50th. I know it's short notice, but we won't throw a bit of a do for her.
At the house?
Nowhere near.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to come, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but we'll have to find a babysitter first.
Oh, well, don't ask Emily. She's coming round ours to look after Joshua.
Emily?
Well, everyone else will be at the party, won't they? So we'll just give it phone stick in front of the telly. She'll be fine on her own.
Oh, we'll definitely be there. We wouldn't want to miss an opportunity like this.
Great.
Any chance of a lift?
Where are you going?
At Loncastle Road.
Go on then, it's on my way.
I'd have taken my car, but I had a couple with me dinner in the Rovers.
Have you had any dealings with the Inland Revenue?
I try not to. What's the problem?
A £10,000 tax bill payable by the 31st.
Yeah, well, you know, you can usually pay by instalments.
Yeah, well, they charge you interest, don't they? You see, I'm selling number 11, but the buyer knows he's got me over a barrel and he's offering peanuts. Dev wants to be the new Vic. Well, there's absolutely no way I'm going to get myself another partner. If I can't do this place on my own, then I'm just going to jack it all in. What do you think?
Well, desperate times need desperate measures.
Well, that rob a bank or something?
Oh, no. I mean, what's the problem with Dev? Talk to him. Can't hurt. You see, you might not like it, Steve, but the name of the game here is survival. And you'd be amazed what people are prepared to do just to survive.
Yeah. All right, thanks, mate.
I'm back.
In the kitchen.
Hey, what's all this? I thought we were having a nice lazy day.
Yeah. I was abandoned.
Oh, dear. What are those? They Audrey's?
Yeah, she must have left him behind when she ran off to Archie's.
What were they again, sleeping pills?
Don't want to leave him out while Beth must out.
Oh, what is for tea? I'm starving.
Is that on your back?
I don't know.
You're covered in dust.
Hey, we could get some takeaway. I could order in some pizza.
Rather have Chinese.
Ooh.
Chinese it is, then.
And just remember, we're going to Doreen's 50th birthday party tomorrow night, so you'll be on your own with Beth.
Well, no, I can't.
No, it's okay. David's going to Simon's.
No, it's Todd's 18th birthday.
Well, why didn't you tell us?
I'm telling you now.
Well, I think 50 beats 18.
So you'll have to find someone else to babysit, Beth.
Yeah, don't bother asking Emily. She's already busy.
Right, well, I'll ask Martin.
Okay, who you ask, as long as you know it won't be us.
I'll phone him now.
Well, be nice. Remember, babysitters are worth the weight in gold.
Be sure you can be all right on your own. I have looked after babies before.
I know, it's just I haven't really left him with anybody other than my mother.
Well, there's no point in babysitting if you're going to worry. Trust me, we'll be fine. You're only going to be over the road. What could happen?
Hello, Emily.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Are you going to Doreen's party tonight?
I'm babysitting her grandson, actually.
Oh, so you'll miss out.
Rowdy parties aren't really my cup of tea anymore, and there's a good film on TV.
Well, I'm sure you will get your reward in heaven.
Oh, let's hope so.
After you.
Thank you.
Oh, and Sarah, don't forget to bring a bottle.
Richard?
you doing in the medicine cupboard?
Oh, got a bit of a headache.
Oh, don't take me mum's pills, they'll knock you right out.
Oh, I know.
And we've got a party to go to.
Yeah. I was just looking for some paracetamol. There's none left.
Oh, could have brought you some from work if I'd known.
No, it doesn't matter. Actually, I was just on my way out.
Right, well, I'll go and have a bath then.
Anything you want while I'm out?
Oh, thank you. It won't be too long.
I won't.
I'll be there at 7.
I'll only be about 10 minutes or so.
Oh, she loves me. Prawn cocktail? She loves me not. Oh, she loves me.
I know it's a special occasion tonight, but I'll be watching us. Don't you be getting drunk.
Yes.
You've got to be very, very careful with alcohol at your age.
I will not spill a drop, I promise.
2 shandies, and that's your limit.
Richard, will you come and do this for me?
And don't you be buying her drinks just because you can do.
I won't.
Hey, you didn't have to knock on for me, no?
It was on my way. Kind of.
Nice to see them two getting on together again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a bit fiddly, that's all. He's got a bright future ahead of him, that lad.
Which is more than can be said for a last boyfriend.
You get across there and enjoy yourself, Doreen. Believe me, you've got years ahead of you yet.
You're right. You don't think I might have overdone it with the hair lacquer? You look great. Pass for half my age? Easily. Right, come on, let's go. Thanks, Emily.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are you sure you're going to be all right on your own?
Positive.
See ya. Ash! Think Emily's going to be all right on her own?
She'll be fine. Stop worrying.
Happy birthday, Doreen. Thanks.
Did the Queen send you half a telegram, then?
No.
What's birthday boy having, then?
I'm all right, thanks.
Come on, have a shot.
No, he wants to be able to remember tonight, don't you, Tom?
I'm just pacing myself.
Well, listen, you might have finished that by the time I get back to the state of this bar. I might need some time. Excuse me.
Who was that?
Oh, no one.
Right, here we go.
Oh.
Who are they off?
John Lipson and Teresa Lipson. Oh, come on, mate. Get them down, yeah?
I'll never drink all that.
Oh, well, we'll give you a hand when my mum's not looking.
When you're ready, please, Fred.
You're after Norris.
Oh, sorry, Norris.
I was thinking we could do the cake at about 9 o'clock. Everybody will be here by then. Sherry can bring it out the back room. And I'll turn all the lights off for the full pyrotechnical effect.
You haven't really put 50 candles on, have you, Fred?
Certainly.
But can you not just put, like, 49 instead?
What for?
She don't want an age broadcasting.
It'll be full of holes, look like Swiss cheese.
She don't want to remind me exactly how old she is.
Just say 18 in the candles are for Todd Grimshaw. Oh, that's a good idea. So what do I say about the cake being in the shape of a big 5-0?
50 years, eh?
Don't say that, Harry.
Why?
50. It sounds like such a high number.
Well, think of it as 5 decades, then.
Well, that sounds worse.
Half a century. Doreen? Doreen!
2 birthdays in one night. You think they'd have extra stuff on, wouldn't you, Norris?
We have got extra staff on. Just 2 of them seem to have disappeared.
I've been waiting for you. What are you still doing here?
What the hell are you doing here, more like?
I've come for her. Come on, let's go.
No,
No? We'll have a laugh.
I'm staying here.
You heard her and get lost.
Why waste your time in this dump with a load of old grave dodgers? The night's still young.
So are you, son. Too young to be in that state. Now, come on out.
Do you think Fred can handle this on his own?
Out of this pub,
Throw
now!
him out, Ashley!
Now, you...
We'll not have the likes of him ruining my birthday party.
Your party? I thought it was Dr. Dull's party.
No, come on, Doreen.
It is my party, and you are not invited.
Dr. Toad Gribbo. Thought it was your party, mate. Mind you, you're both old women, aren't you?
Oh, you calling an old
some
woman?
manners, lad. Now get out before I throw you out.
Ooh, I'm scared.
You should be.
The butcher and the butcher's boy. Bubble and squeak. Like mutton dressed as lamb, dear fellas.
Put him out!
You ever speak to me or my family like that again and you'll regret it. Do you hear me?
Oh, has this been detention, sir?
How did you get yourself into this state?
Go on, get on with it. What's it going to be? A lecture or a good kicking?
Oh, come on, let's get you home.
Get off, I don't need your help.
Okay.
Just need a kip, that's all.
You know where you're going?
Just leave me alone.
I'm not happy about this.
Thank you. Will you just shuffle up, please?
Why didn't you tell me you were still hanging around?
I didn't want to worry you.
So you knew?
Oh, I thought he'd done a runner.
Yeah, well, he has now, hasn't he? Anyway, I told him I'm not interested. I won't see him again.
You better not.
I told him I wasn't interested ages ago.
Let's just forget him, eh? Change the subject. You should have chinned him.
Violence doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, well, you can't have toe rags like him torture like that. Hey, you sat in Richard's seat there.
It's okay. I left me pint on the bar. Excuse me.
So, what tends to be the busiest period?
I think I'll just go and check on Josh.
Emily'd have rang if there'd have been any problems.
I'll only be 5 minutes. No one will even notice I've gone.
Maxine, will you finish your drink first?
Come on then, let me out and then I can get back as soon as I can.
Hey, could follow you over.
What for?
Well, Doreen's going to be here for the rest of the night, ain't she? Well, I can't remember the last time we had a house for ourselves.
Could send Emily home, really.
Not as if we'd be missed.
OK, follow me over. I'll be waiting. What the hell are you doing? Richard. What are you doing?
You should have stayed at the party, Maxine.
If we go right at the next turning, we can circle back. Sat on his black hat.
There it is, off you go.
OK. Go!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Doreen. And Todd. Happy birthday to you. Jolly good fellow. She's a jolly good fellow. For she's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. For she's a jolly good fellow. For she's a jolly good fellow. For she's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us.
Perhaps being 50 is not so bad after all, eh, Norris?
Most people get over it.
Just like to say thank you for this cake, which you can all have a piece of if you're good. And I'd like to thank everyone who's organised all this.
How much money you made, Fred?
I'd also like to thank everyone around here for their friendship during these past few months. I'm sure you all know it hasn't been the easiest time for me just recently, but your kindness has... well, it helped. And it's left me with memories I'll always cherish. So, thank you!
How many candles did they give you, Doreen?
Oh, come and have a look at the cake. Too old to count.
Well, if I get a birthday party like this when I'm 50.
Yeah, I was just saying to Norris, can't be all bad.
Sarah and Todd look cosy.
So I noticed. Well, at least Critchley didn't spoil her evening. Hey, is that an empty glass?
So it is.
I'd better fill it up then.
Excuse me.
Going already, Ashley?
Yeah.
From your mother-in-law's birthday party? Surely not.
Let me buy you a drink.
I've had a few already, thanks.
Oh, well, another one won't hurt.
How old's Josh now?
He was 9 months last week.
Soon be walking.
He's already found his way about. You know, lots of furniture in there.
Locks on the cupboard doors, gates on the stairs.
How long's that last for?
A couple of years. Longer if you have another.
That'll be fun.
It's 15 years' time you to look forward to when he comes home spaced out and you don't know whether it's drink or drugs he's been taking.
Richard!
Don't let Maxine hear you say that. She's worrying about them things already.
You keep your mouth shut.
I won't breathe a word.
Where is she anyway?
Oh, she had to go. She had a bit of an headache. Actually, I best be going and all.
Oh, are you going, Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll call it today too. Get back, keep Emily company when she gets home. Just find me coat and say goodnight to Doreen.
Right. Oh, well, thanks very much for the drink.
Hey, it's a pleasure.
Good luck with the child locks.
Thanks.
Lovely couple.
Aren't they?
Come back. Hopefully let me get away.
Emily? Ashley? What's happened? Oh, my God! Oh, no. Emily! Have you called the police? Ashley, have you called the police? Telephone. Phone where? Please, an ambulance. Yeah. What? Oh, 4 Coronation Street, Weatherfield. Two ambulances. We need 2 ambulances quickly, please.
Latrine etiquette's a much underrated subject, of course.
Latrine etiquette? I can't think why.
Well, for example, in some countries, you know, France and Russia, to name but 2, the attendants in the male toilets are sometimes female.
There you are, Deirdre, if you fancy a career change.
You might laugh, but those women have a very civilising influence. Men take more care as they go about their business, for a start. Makes cleaning the toilets a darn sight.
Fred, you better come quick.
Oh, Norris, come where?
Ashley's.
Well, whatever's happened.
You better bring Doreen.
Why, Doreen?
Where is she?
She's over yon with Michael.
I'll go and get her.
You wouldn't by any chance be pulling our legs, would you?
It's as true as I'm standing here.
International Sanitary Workers Conference.
In Mexborough, it was.
And you were paid to go by your employer?
No. I had to stump up myself. I mean, a lot were there on freebies, though, especially from the continent. But they take a more enlightened view of these matters over there.
Well, it sounds like it if they've got female lavatory attendants in the gents.
Vive la différence, I say.
What's happened, Norris?
I took Ashley's keys so I could let myself back in.
Well, where's Ashley, then? Now it's happened to him, has there? Norris?
They're in the living room. I think Doreen should wait here.
Why? Baby. My only baby.
She's cold.
What did they do to you?
Don't touch her, Doreen. The police will want to, you know.
They're on the way. I rang as soon as I found them. I just called for Emily, you see.
She's so cold.
What happened, Ashley?
Doreen, come on.
Oh.
Come on, Doreen.
But we've got to do something. We can't just stand around. Look at her.
Listen, there's our Joshua upstairs, crying for his grandma. Why don't you go and see to him?
Yes. Yes, I'll go and see to my other baby. You'll look after Maxine, won't you?
We'll take care of her. How the hell did it happen?
No idea. She's alive. Emily. I found them about 9:05, just like this. I haven't touched anything. This is Mrs. Bishop, and she's definitely alive.
Can you hear me, love?
I lodged with her, you see, across the street, and she'd been babysitting. I came to collect. I phoned for an ambulance. It should be here.
PC 9976 to control.
Go ahead, 9976.
We found 2 bodies in suspicious circumstances. One possibly fatal, one female, unconscious but breathing. Number 4 Coronation Street. Request supervision and CID to attend ASAP. Neighbour says he's called an ambulance. Please check and confirm.
Will do.
I'm Ashley's dad. Norris here came over to fetch me.
Okay, Ashley. My name's PC Glaister. Is this your wife? How did this happen, do you know?
Well, we were in the pub, just from the pub.
On the floor, was she? What time did you find her?
It was about 20 minutes ago. I've just...
And Mrs. Bishop, was she here as well?
She's been babysitting.
Looks like somebody broke in here.
Is that the ambulance? It's about time.
I've changed him and given him his bottle.
Good girl. This is Maxine's mother. She's been upstairs tending to Bobby.
I didn't want to bring him downstairs. No, well...
You did right.
This is supposed to be my birthday.
Quickly. This is Mrs. Bishop, and she is alive.
You're gonna have to let Maxine go now, Ashley.
Oh, you took her away from me.
It's all right, Ashley. Let these medics will look after her now. Come on. Come on, there we go. Come on. We've got some more questions we need to ask you as well.
Like what?
Well, we might need to do that at the police station.
Is that necessary?
Come on, Ashley. We've got to take her.
I'll ask him.
Right.
Here, come on now. Look at this. Hey, what's happened?
Well, Emma says 2 people have been viciously attacked and they could be dealing with a murder inquiry.
Murder?
I don't know, she wouldn't say anymore.
Hey, it's not Ashley and Maxie, is it?
Well, we'll soon see when they bring him out.
Not if they've been murdered. They could be there for days. They're going to do all that forensic stuff.
Oh, there's Ashley.
He's full of blood.
Emma? Why is he being arrested?
It's just a formality, Fred.
They haven't done anything.
They don't think he did it, do they?
It's just to help with our inquiries. We'll have to interview you, Doreen and Norris tonight as well.
What about Joshua?
We'll see to Joshua, don't you fret, Ashley.
Where are they taking Ashley?
It's ridiculous, is this?
There's all sorts of procedures in a case like this, Fred.
But you don't think he could have killed her, do you? He doted on her.
If we find someone next to a body smeared in blood, not making any sense...
Yes, but... So you do think he did it?
All I'm saying is that at this stage, none of us knows what's happened. Look, I can't say any more, Fred. I've already said too much.
Hey, do you think he did it?
Les?
Well, he were covered in blood.
They're bringing somebody out.
It's Emily. What was she doing in there?
She was babysitting. I think we should check she's okay.
Move back, please. Just move back.
Hey,
Just move on.
Doreen over there. Do you think that means that Maxie's the other victim?
We've not seen her yet, have we?
This is terrible.
You all right, Norris? Well, she's alive, fortunately.
Well, at least that's good news.
Move on.
Come on, Norris. We're going to have to come with us.
Well,
No, we're going to have to ask you some questions. Come on. It should be all right. Come this way.
Give it a rest, Ashley.
What time is it?
You've asked me that.
What time is it?
5:05.
And when can I go home?
You've asked me that, I know.
I want to see my son. I want to see if he's all right.
He's in safe hands.
Well, I want to see for myself.
When you've been eliminated from the inquiries.
How many times? I didn't kill my wife. There's a lunatic out there that did. He's walking around with Maxine's blood in his hands, and all you can do is eliminate me. You won't lock him up yourself.
You'll get your say.
Too right, I will.
Later. In the meantime, get some kip, eh? Or at least let the other lads get some.
But they deserve to be in here. Because if they do, they don't deserve to sleep.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? Are you a neighbour, sir?
What?
Did you know the dead woman?
Please.
You'll have to move back.
Oh, we're just doing
I'm
our
sorry, you'll
job.
have to move back. Thank you, please.
Nine o'clock?
22.
You're very precise, Ashley.
I tried slow power. But my dad killed him in the door. Give me a bit of stick. Young lad tied at 20 to 9. Don't think you believe me.
I'm not surprised.
I just want to get away.
To Maxine?
Yeah,
So you stayed and had a few drinks?
2. I just can't get it out of my head. If I didn't have them drinks, she might still be alive.
And why did you? You wanted to get back to Maxine. Made the most of having the house to yourselves. Yet you still managed a couple of pints when they were offered. You got a drink problem?
No.
Was it something you and Maxine used to argue about?
No.
You choose a couple of pints with your mates over a night in with her?
No.
OK, thanks. I just thought I ought to let you know. Yeah. Bye.
Who was that?
School. You know, just to say if the kids are upset today to give us a call.
Are we sending them in?
Well, routine's important times like this, you know. Stability gives them a sense of reassurance.
Maxine was a family friend for years.
Yeah, and the street's going to be swarming with police and journalists, you name it. We won't be able to forget this for a minute.
Do we want to forget it?
No, but you want the kids to. Let them get a sense of perspective.
You're right.
In fact, I think I'll run them in for the next few days. Pick them up at 3:30.
Have you got time? What about work?
Better to be safe than sorry.
Well, you're not saying that we're at risk.
No, but we don't want the kids to think that either.
Oh, I've gone all cold. Wish you hadn't said that.
Gail, nothing's going to happen to you. To you or the kids.
Don't.
Listen, this was a tragedy. A freak tragedy, a one-off. That's all I'm saying. And we've got to act normal. Well, as normal as we can.
The police are here. Kids get off okay, did they?
Yeah, fine. Hi, Richard Hillman. Can I get anyone a coffee?
No, thanks. Fine, thanks. Your wife was saying you're in the pub all night?
Practically.
Practically?
Well, from about 7 o'clock until they found the body. We're very upset. Maxine was a stylist at my mum's salon down the road.
I know the one.
They were very close. And Emily's an old friend. She was at our wedding last year. She's a client of Richard's.
Biscuit, anyone?
Client?
Financial services for my sins. Guaranteed to kill any conversation stone dead.
Is there any news of Emily?
As far as we know, she's still critical. To be honest, I'm surprised she survived. Can you think of any motive for either attack?
No. None whatsoever.
The whole thing defies belief. A hard-up pensioner and a young mum with everything to live for. And we thought it was a bad night when Aid crawled out the woodwork.
Our daughter's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, Aidan Critchley, a joyrider, waster, you name it. Tipped up at the pub, bombed out of his brains. Had a run-in with, Ashley, wasn't it?
Roy? What on earth's going on? I practically had to show my passport to get near my own shop.
You don't know?
Well, a major incident, that's all that's said.
I mean...
No, I don't believe this. Not Maxine, not that beautiful girl.
I'm so sorry, Audrey, I'm so sorry.
I just have to go and see Ashley. How's he taking it? Does anybody know? What?
I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
We should break here.
It's worse in the dock.
I want a break.
No.
I need to clear my head.
A few more minutes. Your wife was an attractive woman, wasn't she?
You know I didn't kill her.
How did you manage it?
I didn't.
Getting her to marry you. No offence, but you're no oil painting, are you?
Don't know.
Come on, Ashley. Don't sulk.
Don't know. I used to ask myself that question every day. Sure, I'm out of my league. When we got together, she was ready to settle down. She wanted a nice home and a family. She knew I could give her that.
So it was money?
No. She loved me. She loved me and Joshua more than anything in the world.
But you've been loving anyone else as well? Is that what tipped you over the edge?
You're sick.
Is that what made you snap? And poor old Emily Bishop was standing in the way?
That's enough now. Stop it there.
Detective Inspector Mannery suspending this interview at 0902 hours. 15 minutes.
Can you get him a coffee? It's okay. We'll go through the notes again.
They're twisting everything. It wasn't like that.
Sorry, I saw you from across the road. Is there any news? Emily?
Oh, all they'll say is she's critical.
Hey, did they let you in?
I said I was a niece.
But are they hopeful?
Well, they won't say, and they won't make any promises.
Right, well, if you see her again, tell her that she's in all our thoughts.
Can I get you a cup of tea?
Oh, I only popped in to see if you needed a hand, but I'll leave you to it. Cheers, Roy.
Yeah, me and all.
It's him.
Sorry?
Oh, why didn't she phone me?
What, Maxine? Well,
Gail!
Oh.
She knew how much Maxine meant to me. From such when like another daughter. Gail couldn't even be bothered to pick up the phone to tell me she was dead.
Yes, well, I'm sure she never meant to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, this is where it's come to, Roy. All because of that man.
Why is the bell not working? Get off. Bit over the top, innit? I've only been crashing here a few nights.
We're doing a search of unoccupied property in the area.
Slow crime day. Go hassle a few homeless.
How old are you, son?
16.
Where were you last night?
Here.
All night?
Well, my social life's not what it was.
I asked you a question.
Most of the night, yeah. Why?
Because a young woman was murdered just across the road. That's why.
John? Yeah? Get one of the forensic lads in, would you?
Aye. You found something?
Carry a bag on what looks like a load of stolen gear.
Oi! Hey!
Get back in here!
Right, easy, easy. Well, it's not to do with me. I don't even know what's in the bag. It's not my stuff.
Where are these from?
I don't know. They're not mine.
We'd work that out. What about the DVDs?
I'm telling you, I've never seen any of this stuff before. I only brought a bin liner. I swear, it's not to do with me.
Why'd you make a run for it then?
My ball went. Wasn't yours?
Not if you had nothing to hide. That's her. That's a dead woman. Maxine Peacock.
Get Manry on the phone.
It's going to be okay.
They have confirmed.
They'll be back in a moment and we'll explain.
Cheers.
They'll be all right.
We're releasing you on bail, Ashley. DC Hope will take you through to sign the forms and explain the conditions to you.
You'll let me go on, aren't you?
I'll explain it in a minute.
We might need to pull you back in for questioning at a later date, but for now, we're letting you go home. At least to your father's home. He's waiting for you.
So you're not saying I'm innocent?
There's been an important development. We need to follow it up quickly. DC Hope will explain. Come through.
How do you sleep at night?
I sleep fine.
Talking about people like that. Dead people. Knowing that they can't fight back.
We have to ask these questions.
And I have to live with them. I have to remember what she was really like. Not some girl that slept around and only cared about money. Maxine was my wife. Joshua's mum.
Ashley, do you think we're going to catch your wife's killer by being nice?
You're making a right mess, aren't you? Here. Come on. Open up. Good lad. Polish this off. I'll get you a drink and I can get back to me ironing. Come on.
So what are you doing up at this hour?
What's she look like?
Must be worn out after what you've been through.
I couldn't sleep. Josh needed some clothes cleaning. We're running short with police not letting us in the house.
Well, I got him some new ones when I got yours.
I know. But I'd rather be doing something.
Well, here, let me tackle little then while you get back to your ironing.
I hope I didn't wake you.
No. I weren't sleeping over well. Now then, my little love, are you going to let your granddad... Oh, you are. Help you with your breakfast, aren't I?
You've been that good, you know.
Aye, well, he comes from good start, don't he?
I was that worried about him, you know, when he took me away. Maxine gone, me being locked up.
You're back home now with them as loves you. I'll not take you away again.
Tea.
What time is it?
7:10. Do you want breakfast?
No, what I want is to get out of here.
Take that as a yes, then.
Well, hang on, please. I've got to speak to someone. I haven't done anything. This is all a big mistake.
Save it for the DI. I'm only the waitress.
When's he coming? Tell him I want to speak to him now. Look, I haven't killed anybody. All I did was get drunk.
Going somewhere?
Thought I'd take him for a walk, get some fresh air.
Well, hang on a sec. I'll grab my coat and come with you.
Ah, yeah, I'm not going to do out daft if that's what you're thinking.
That's not what I'm thinking at all. Them journalists are lurking out there and not having you walking through that lot.
He's right, Ashley.
So we'll sneak out the back and we'll walk off to the shops. We need a thing or two.
OK.
Don't we? Yes, we do. And Doreen will come shopping with us. I know she wants to do a bit. We're shot!
PC Hotwood, come to see Mr. Peacock. Can you open up? Is he here?
He is. And if you've come to take him away again, you'll have to come through me.
I've not come to take anybody anywhere. The DI wanted you to know we've arrested someone in connection with your wife's murder.
Who?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you that.
Do we know him?
All we can say for now is we think it was more than likely a burglary that went wrong.
You mean Maxine was killed because someone wanted to steal from us?
It happens, I'm afraid.
But we didn't have anything of any great value.
It's all right, lad.
No, it's not all right. We didn't have any cash stashed away, or Max didn't have any jewellery to speak of. I mean, why us?
We don't know. Not yet. But I promise you we'll find out.
Right, all finished. You can go in now. Thank you. She looks so peaceful.
I'd rather see her up and complaining.
Who'd do this to another human being? Eh? I mean, what sort of lowlife would attack a woman of her age?
Well, I suppose you could say she's been lucky when you think of Maxine.
Oh, I can't bear to think about that, Norris. That young girl in the prime of her life. And that poor boy left with a baby to bring up.
Emily? Oh, Emily, you gave us such a fright. Oh, no, don't try and speak, just relax. You stay there and relax. Now, Rita's here and I'll be back in a minute. Nurse! Nurse! Nurse!
Just relax,
Emily. Rita, all this noise.
It's just Norris. He finds it difficult to keep his mouth shut when he's excited.
Excited?
Because you're back with us. Oh, no, just relax, love. You're in hospital. You've had an accident, but you're safe now.
Oh, so you've come at last then. Where's my clothes?
You won't be needing your clothes yet.
You mean it's not sorted?
Not by a long way.
What are you talking about? I'm innocent. I've done nothing.
Well, you've nothing to worry about then, have you?
So interview me then. Ask me. Ask me what you want. I've nothing to hide from you.
You're not making things any easy for yourself by complaining like this. Or by refusing to help the youth offending officer. You need to speak to someone.
No, I'm not speaking to no youth offending officer.
Well, there's someone from your family you'll see. Your father, maybe.
No way. I don't want him anywhere near me.
Okay. A family friend, then? Or someone you know? Someone who knows you?
Nobody who knows me likes me.
Oh, hello.
Detective Sergeant Trafford, CID.
Oh, it's not bad news about Emily, is it, Mrs. Bishop?
No, sir. No news on Mrs. Bishop. I'd like to talk to Sarah Platt, if that's possible.
Oh, yeah, well, sure, she's here. You'd best come in. Can I ask what it's about?
It's about Sarah's ex-boyfriend, Aidan Critchley.
So?
So I'd like to ask you a few questions about him, if that's all right.
Well, we know he's in custody. I saw you take him away.
Did you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, not before time. The lad's a menace.
He didn't kill Maxine.
And why'd you say that?
Because I know him.
He's got 6 charges against him already.
That doesn't make him a killer.
Did you know he was squatting in the empty shop round the corner when we picked him up?
Yeah.
And do you know how long he was living there?
Well, since his dad kicked him out a couple of weeks.
Did you ever visit him there?
Yeah, I took him food a couple of times.
Sarah!
We had nothing to eat.
What about drink? Did you ever take him anything to drink?
How do you mean?
Alcohol. Did you ever take him any alcohol?
Well, I took him a can of lager once.
Yeah, but he does drink. I mean, he was drunk on the night it all happened.
Yes, sir, we know. And then he had that row with Maxine's husband you told us about.
Well, there you go. What more proof do you need?
Hello, love.
Hello, Rita. Early edition of the evening paper, are you?
No, not for another hour at least yet, love. Why?
They've just arrested Aidan Critchley for Maxine's murder.
Never.
I just wondered if there was anything in the paper.
But he's just a schoolboy.
Who's responsible for the death of Maxine? And probably Emily.
Oh, no. Only one. Thank God. Emily regained consciousness while I was with her at the hospital. She's going to be all right.
Emily?
Emma.
How are you feeling?
I've got a thumping headache. But I understand I could be a lot worse.
Well, it's great to see you awake. You gave us all a bit of a fright.
What happened? They won't tell me anything.
Someone broke into the Peacocks while you were babysitting, and they hit you on the back of the head.
Why? Who would want to do a thing like that?
Well, we were rather hoping you'd be able to tell us.
Oh, I wish I could, but can't. I didn't see anybody. I mean, 1 minute I was watching the television, and the next I woke up with Norris and Rita standing over me.
So you wouldn't be able to identify the person who did this?
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
That's a pity. We think it was a burglary that went wrong.
Well, at least nobody was hurt. Apart from me, of course.
Well, I'm afraid that's not exactly true. You see, Maxine came back to check on you and...
Mr. Barlow.
Can I speak to him alone? Take your time.
I didn't do it. You've got to believe that. I didn't kill anybody.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah?
Why did you ask for me?
Because I'm innocent. And I need someone I can trust on my side.
Well, why should I do anything to help you? You're accused of murdering a young woman, someone I knew, someone with a small child with a whole life before them.
I didn't do it.
And not only that, an old lady, a defenseless old woman, one of my oldest friends, is lying in hospital fighting for her life because of you.
I didn't. I wasn't there. Okay, I was drunk. I got thrown out of the pub. I had a bit of a barney with someone. But I didn't go to that house. I didn't hit anyone. I didn't kill anyone. Please. You've got to believe me.
The evidence says you did.
Evidence?
Yes. The things the police found in the squat, the murder weapon and the things that you'd stolen.
I didn't steal anything.
So how come they found them with you when they arrested you?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, Mr. Barlow. But I swear, as God is my witness, I wasn't there. I'm scared, Mr. Barlow.
I believe you.
You do?
Yes.
Despite everything I've put you through?
You're capable of a lot of nasty, underhand things, Aidan, but I can't believe you'd ever take anyone's life. I saw you that night. You could hardly stand up, never mind kill anybody.
Very good, thank you.
Where's Joshua?
Joshua's fine. He's out with Doreen.
Doreen? You should have woken me.
We didn't want to disturb you. Anyhow, the little lad needs some fresh air. And Doreen will see nothing happen to him. He's far too precious for that.
Sorry, it's just... When I nodded off, he was there, and when I woke up, he were gone.
Now, that's going to happen to little Joshua. I know you've lost a wife, but you have to remember she's lost a daughter. She needs someone to cling on to and all.
I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean me selfish.
Nay, lad. You've not a selfish bone in your body. Now, is it out I can get you? You didn't eat your breakfast and you slept through dinner.
I don't feel like eating.
Now, see, you need to keep your strength up. I'm not having you going downhill. That little lad needs you.
Maybe a sandwich then.
That's more like.
I just thought when they charge a bloke that did this to Max, they lock him up in a room with me for 10 minutes.
Hey, now that's no better talking, you know it.
Well, it's how I feel.
That's how I feel, if I'm honest. But them sort of feelings, you have to fight 'em, unless you want to end up as bad as they are.
Oh, such a waste. Such a stupid waste.
I know. Now, there's something I have to tell you. The person they've arrested.
What?
We know him. Norman told me, and I've just called the police to confirm it. It's the lad who came in drunk that night, Aidan Critchley, the one who put Sarah Platt in hospital.
Who let the bunny with?
Good news about Emily.
Oh, yeah, the relief when she opened those eyes. I tell you, my heart was in my mouth.
She's doing well, by all accounts.
She's doing very well, Fred. But it'll be a while before she's back to her normal self. I mean, it was a terrible shock to her sister.
No, she's back with us, that's what counts.
Has she said anything about the person who attacked her?
Ah, that's one thing we'll get settled. I said, that's one thing we'll get settled. Put that murdering little swine behind bars and we can all sleep at night.
Well, that's not quite true. At the moment, she's no idea who her attacker was. All she remembers is watching the television and then waking up in the hospital.
Did she see anything?
No, nothing at all. The police are very disappointed.
I bet they were.
Still, the doctor's hopeful her memory will come back in time.
Well, pray it does.
Going through.
I thought you were going to see Candice.
Yeah, I was, but I decided to stay with Bethany. I mean, you don't know what time you got left, do you?
Hey?
Well, say I died in that car crash. Beth might not even remember me. I can't remember my real dad. Poor little Josh. He'll never know his mum. Whoever did this, he didn't just kill Maxine. He destroyed a family.
I see. When did he die, exactly? That's nearly a fortnight ago. Well, why didn't you ring me sooner? Yeah, I know there's a lot of sorting out, but one simple phone call. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, I shouldn't have. No, look, I'm terribly sorry to hear about your father. And thank you for letting me know. Yeah. Goodbye.
And what's the problem?
Ron Cockcross died, you know, one of the home reversion schemes.
Well, I thought you said you couldn't stand the cantankerous old devil.
Did I? Oh, yeah.
So?
Well, he died the week before last, and his daughters only just thought.
Well, what's the problem?
There was nearly 23 grand in that house.
Well, that's good news, isn't it?
Oh, Gail, you couldn't possibly understand.
Understand what?
Look, it'll do us a lot of good at the bank, okay? I'm sorry. Oh, I nearly forgot. I promised David that I'd feed Barney.
I can't say Emily looks well, but she's a darn sight better than she's any right to be after a crack like that.
Yeah, Emily might look fragile, but she's a tough old girl, fortunately.
You do know they've charged the lad?
Well, they had to do that or let him go.
Well, according to Ken, he's going round telling anyone who'll listen that he didn't do it.
That's ridiculous. I mean, if it wasn't him, who could it be? Wouldn't it? Well, it can't be, because he was in here all night with us.
Who?
Richard Hillman. I mean, think what Audrey's been saying about him and Archie.
What possible reason could Richard Hillman have for killing Maxine?
Oh, true, yeah. And anyway, like I say, he was in here all night. I was even talking to him. I, for one, be very careful about even thinking such a thing. Huh? He might not have done this, but that man has got a very, very evil temper when he's maligned.
Where have you been? I've been worried about you.
Oh, I just couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd go for a walk, you know, clear my head a bit.
Thought you might get a decent night now we've got some money coming in.
So did I.
I wonder if all this is keeping you awake. Such a terrible thing happening so close to home.
No, I think I'm just a bit run down, you know, a bit tired.
Well, it's not like you. Maybe you should take it easy for the day, eh? After all, you've earned 23,000 reasons why you should have a day off this week.
Yeah, maybe I will take it easy. I'll work from home today. Well, best get on then.
Hey, haven't you forgotten something? I should think so too. Hope you haven't got anything catching.
So do I. I wouldn't wish what I've got on anybody.
You must be Ken.
Yes, that's right.
Anna Barnes, Aiden's youth officer.
Pleased to meet you.
Do you want to come through? He's this way.
Right, thank you. Oh, hello, Aiden. How'd it go?
Well, if you'd been in court, you'd know.
Yeah, well, I'm not your lawyer, Aiden.
He was remanded in custody.
Well, that's what was expected, surely.
They're moving me to a young offenders institute today.
I'll leave you to it. Try not to worry, Aiden. They're not that bad.
Well, from what I hear, they're not the most civilized of places, but you just got to try to stay positive.
You're not going to be sharing a room with some muscle-bound animal with tattoos on his face. Unless that sounds like your missus.
No, but it does sound like the mother-in-law.
I'm scared.
Of course you are.
What if they find me guilty? And you're the only one that believes me.
You know you're innocent. You've just got to hold on to that and stay strong.
It's worse being innocent. I could stand it if I was guilty. I deserve it. Well, I didn't do anything. It's not fair.
I know it isn't.
You've got to help me. I don't want to go. I'm dead in there. I know I am.
I don't know what I can do.
Please. Help me.
I'll do everything I can.
Don't wait. Emily, wait. Not on your own. Let me assist you.
No, I can manage it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Don't stand there. You'll catch it. You'll catch cold.
I've had my time. She'd barely started hers. How did that happen?
I don't know. Life can be very cruel sometimes. But I do know I'm glad to have you home safe.
Thank you. Poor Maxine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't make it. Nothing serious, no. Just, you know, a bit under the weather, that's all. No, I'm okay, yeah. Someone just walked over my grave, that's all. Can I call you back? In 2 minutes? Yeah.
Now, are you cosy enough, eh? Would you like this rug for round your knees?
No, I'm warm enough, thank you, Norris.
I've told you I'm doing the locks, haven't I?
Several times.
And I'm sure there are other crime prevention measures we could take. I mean, this place is probably riddled with security holes. I mean, goodness knows how many ways an intruder could gain access.
Norris, I thought you were trying to reassure me.
Oh, sorry. Oh. Just a minute.
Hello. Deirdre told me Emily was coming home today. Oh, good. Emily.
Oh, I'm so pleased to see you.
And I'm pleased to see you, and looking so well. Almost like your old self.
Well, I don't feel like it. And when I think what happened to Maxine, I can't believe that I'm back home.
Oh, now, don't upset yourself, Emily.
And to think it was that boy, that Aidan. What kind of monster can he be? He's the one you hit, isn't he?
I'm afraid so, yes.
Yeah, he provokes a good man like you into hitting him. He nearly killed Sarah, and then he does this to an old woman and a young mother. Well, there's only one word for him: evil.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not a vengeful person, but I honestly don't think that there are strong enough punishments for people like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've let my feelings run away with me.
No. I'm sorry.
No, I'm forgetting my manners. I haven't made you any tea. No, sit down, Norris. I can manage.
I'm glad you've got you on your own. I've heard a rumour that you've been to see this Critchley boy in custody now. Is that correct?
Look, I don't see how this is any of your business. If you're looking for gossip, you have to find it elsewhere.
Oh, no, but I'm not, you see.
I can't think of a more insensitive time or place for such an intrusion. Emily is terrified of that boy, and my first concern is for her welfare. Now, I'll go and see if she needs a hand.
Hi. How are you feeling? Oh, well, you don't look too bad.
Oh, I'm a bit bad, thanks.
You managed to take it easy?
Yeah. Even got in a couple of hours' sleep.
So you don't think you're coming down with anything too serious?
No, I think it was just tiredness.
So there's nothing wrong with you?
No, nothing. Why are you asking like that?
Just double-checking. I wouldn't suggest it if I thought you were ill, but seeing as there's nothing wrong with you, I thought we could go see Emily.
Do you think that's a good idea? I mean, she's a very old lady and she's straight out of hospital.
Well, if you've not got anything, she can't catch it, can she?
Well, she might not feel up to having visitors.
Of course, she'll be delighted to see us. You were a great comfort to her when she was ill at Christmas.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, that was different.
Well, let's not argue. We won't stay very long. She's an old friend. It's the least we can do. How are you feeling now?
I still feel a bit tired, actually.
Well, I still think we should go and see Emily, even if it's only for 5 minutes.
Let's leave it a day or two, eh? Give her a chance to get back to normal.
Oh, stop being so grumpy. We're going.
Maybe this is not such a good idea. I mean, she might still be very nervy. I mean, we don't want to startle her, do we? And bring back any bad memories.
Well, I think she'll be pleased to see a friendly face.
Oh, Richard, it's you. Even though that awful boy's in jail, I'm more jittery than I expected.
Well, that's hardly surprising, Emily. Anybody would be.
And Norris isn't helping, insisting on extra security, just in case.
In case of what?
Oh, it seems that the gossips are having a field day, trying to make out that that little thug might be innocent.
Richard?
Sorry.
Emily, Aidan Critchley is guilty. You take it from me. If you listen to the nonsense that some people come out with...
Well, the police certainly seem sure. Were you able to tell him anything yet, Emily?
No, but I wish I could. I keep hoping that something will come back. Last thing I remember is watching a film.
Well, maybe in a day or two.
Yes, and who's to say it's not imagination rather than real memory?
Emily, are you all right? The chain's been wrenched off the door.
Yeah, the chain came off in my hand. Apparently, some people are meant to work with their hands and some with their brains.
Richard will fix it for you, won't you?
Yes, of course.
Well, that's very kind, but at the moment, Emily needs her rest.
Oh, please, Norris. It's very good of Richard and Gail to come over.
Emily, if we're tiring you...
No, really.
I've got you chicken soup. I think that might be better for you than
No,
tea.
but really, I'm looking forward to this.
I'll try and pop in tomorrow, Emily.
That would be nice.
Now, you take it easy, Emily. And remember, the most important thing is to get you fit and well again.
I'll show you out.
No, it's okay. You get that soup on to eat.
Bye now.
Bye. Well, honestly, it was as if you couldn't wait to get rid of them.
Just thinking of your welfare, that's all.
Last call for breakfast. I'm going on strike. Oh, store card. Day of reckoning.
Well, we didn't go too mad. Thanks to you, yes. All credit due to you. Oh, this looks promising.
Bethany's hurled.
Sarah, I do not like that expression, thank you.
Okay, bomb, puke, popped to custard.
I think plain old-fashioned being sickled. I don't believe this conversation. David! Oh, is that it? 23,000?
Ooh, ka-ching!
Bionic hearing when it suits her. Are you going to develop around Cockroft's place?
Well, after all the grief I had with the ridings.
I did wonder.
No, I'm going to get shot at it. Put this in the bank, get Greenacre off my back.
Well, I can put it in at lunchtime if you like. You still look peaky.
No, I'm fine. Itching to get back to work.
I had to come.
Well, she's as stoical as ever, of course.
Well, maybe I should leave her alone today, then, eh? Let her rest. Emily.
Oh, right.
She looked terrible when we popped round. Old, and she's not.
Oh, certainly not.
Meanwhile, Aidan Critchley's got the best psychologist in the land, making excuses for him.
Well, Ken's the one in the know, of course. Oh, 37 pence, please.
You've been in to see him?
Well, as a matter of fact...
You've been in?
Look, I didn't find him playing computer games and stuffing sweets.
How could you, Ken?
I find a frightened boy and I listen to him. Everybody deserves that.
And what does Maxine deserve? And Emily and my daughter?
Look, I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that... I think he's being framed.
You know what, Ken? I've always looked up to you. And you might have letters after your name. But you're the most offensive and ignorant man I've ever met.
Little angel.
Max would kill me. All his nap times have gone up the wall.
I'm sure she'd understand.
Kids need routine. She was always banging on about that.
Oh, you're a wonderful father. He's blessed. I mean...
It's okay. Talking to me is like walking on a minefield in a minute. You can see it on people's faces. I just concentrate on what they mean, not what comes out. How mad is this, Emily?
Unfathomable.
I want to ask you a question that I hate the most.
How am I feeling? Alive. Alive when I've no right to be.
Don't say that.
No, I was so engrossed in that wretched film. If only I'd switched it off.
If only it hadn't have been Doreen's birthday. If it had only stayed in at a family meal, you'll send yourself to Lally.
You entrusted me with your child and your home.
Aye. And it nearly killed you.
Yeah, but if I get my wits about me, I might have been able to do something.
You didn't stand a chance. Neither of you did.
If I could swap places with Maxine, I truly would.
Don't say that.
An old woman escapes with a bump on the head and a young mother with everything to live for.
Stop it.
It should have been me.
It shouldn't have been anybody.
No, but if it had to be one of us, then it should have been me. I shouldn't be outliving a healthy young woman.
No, Max won't like you talking like this. And Joshua's going to need you for cuddles and that.
Oh, it's his daddy who needs one of those.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. God is good.
Not to me, he's not.
No. Well, I'm not sure of anything anymore. Except that you're the best father any child could wish for. And in that respect, Joshua is blessed.
How was your day?
Oh, much of a muchness. Apart from a spat between Gail and Ken.
No.
Yeah, and I must say, I'm inclined to agree with Kenneth. He feels this Aidan Critchley boy's been framed.
He what? For heaven's sake.
Oh, no, he was quite adamant.
Well, I'm surprised at him.
Well, Gail was livid, of course, and whereas I don't necessarily subscribe to the frame theory...
Can we drop it, please?
Yes, but, I mean, if the lad is innocent, it means the real villain's still at large.
Norris, please.
Sorry. If Ken's right, my money's on Richard Hillman.
Really? Well, thank you for your sensitivity.
I'm just relaying an argument.
You've been bleating on about Richard for months. And now, Ashley's tragedy's perfect fodder for your wicked vendetta. Shame on you.
Now, look, you're getting yourself all worked up, Emily.
Exactly. And as you're so concerned for my peace of mind, I know you won't object when I say that it would greatly aid my recovery if you would get out of my house.
No, try and keep calm, Emily.
First thing, before you drive me completely round the bend.
But you got...
Perhaps Ken will put you up. You two deserve each other.
Even Greenacre can't argue with that kind of sum going in.
So he's off your back then?
Well, stay of execution. Fancy a glass of wine?
No, but a bottle might hit the spot.
Love.
Oh, I could cheerfully swing for Ken Barlow, sitting in his slippers reading his Guardian.
She's on one.
Hey.
Yes, I am on one. He thinks Abe Critchley's as innocent as the day's long.
Yeah, well, he just might be.
Innocent?
He was framed, you see. He's just a poor, innocent lad who hasn't had the right opportunities in life.
Mum, you don't know anything about Abe's life.
I know he nearly cost you yours. I know he killed Maxine, and I know he did his level best to kill Emily as well.
So, what's Ken doing with his theory of his, then?
Keeping quiet if he's any sense, which he clearly hasn't.
It's Ken.
I had a lovely card from him and Deirdre.
Yeah, and it meant every word. I know that much.
What else is it you know?
Oh, nothing. It's just the grapevine working overtime.
Oh, with what?
I'll tell you later. Oh, you look all done in, my love.
Tell him now. I don't need you two clamming up on me. I feel like a freak. Whatever it is, Maxine's dead. Nothing can touch me now.
Ken thinks Aidan Critchley's innocent.
He's prime suspect.
He's the only suspect.
Whatever gave Kenneth Barlow that putty-brain notion?
He's visiting him, apparently. Well, that's Ken all over, isn't it, eh?
Second in grapes.
Giving him moral support.
Moral? Barlow doesn't know the meaning of the word.
I want to pay my respects, that's all.
I get off school more like.
I liked Maxine. She was fittest neighbour we had.
Oh, yeah, and that's you paying your respects, is it?
Yeah. Mum, why can't I go to a funeral?
Because you're going to school.
The funeral will be more educational.
Bumped into Emily in the cabin.
Oh, yeah? How is she?
Still getting headaches, but she's on the mend. Told her we'd give her a lift on Monday.
What?
To the funeral.
Well, I don't know if I'm up to chauffeuring people around. You know, I'm still not too good.
Well, you'd be chauffeuring us around. Emily's not going to make much difference. Anyway, I've promised her now.
She must have had a massive dint in her head.
David, I'm trying to watch this.
It'd be like a bird bath. Make your dint look tiny.
Hey, I haven't got a dint.
And you know how some people like to see body in coffin?
David, will you shut up?
I'm just wondering, what do they do if the dint's on the front of the head?
Ask Archie Shuttleworth.
Do you think they fill it with some sort of Undertaker's polyfiller? Or do they push the dint out from the inside of the skull?
I'll put a dent in your skull in a minute.
We're just asking.
Shut up!
What's going on?
There's a woman dead next door but one. A child without a mother, and you're gloating about it.
No, I'm not.
Have you no respect?
OK, Richard, you've made your point.
I'm going for a walk.
What were all that about?
You speaking ill of the dead. Behave yourself.
It breaks your heart, doesn't it?
I couldn't carry on if I was him.
Thanks for the lift to the funeral, by the way.
It's okay.
By the time you get to my age, you've been to your fair share of funerals. But I'm absolutely dreading this one.
I suppose I have to go to this funeral, do I?
Well, it'd look a bit strange if I went on my own.
Well, I don't see why.
What's brought this on?
Gail, I'm up to my eyes in work here.
It'll only take a couple of hours, and you're all dressed up and ready to go now.
But I didn't really know her.
Honestly, men get out of going anywhere if they could.
No, it's not that. I mean, if I was Ashley, I wouldn't want somebody turning up I didn't really know. I feel like an intruder.
For a start, you did know her.
Well, not really.
And secondly, if they'd wanted just family, they'd have said. I know it meant a lot to me when people turned up for Brian's funeral. I'm sure Ashley will feel the same.
I suppose you're right. I think I'll just go and get a paper.
Thought you said you were busy.
Yeah, but I need to keep an eye on the markets, you know.
You are okay, aren't you?
Why shouldn't I be?
You just seem a bit distracted, that's all.
It's just this bit of business I've got to finish off, you know. Once I got to Davy Army, I'll be fine.
Mrs. Evie, could you,
Oh, that's lovely.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're a long time getting a paper.
What?
Thought you weren't coming back.
No, I just had to get some air.
You've not forgotten we're giving Emily a lift.
No.
Only time's getting on.
No, I'm coming now.
There's Spider. It's nice for Emily.
Yeah, I better just check and see if he knows what's happening. Hi, Spider. Do you know you're coming with us?
Yeah, it's really kind.
Yeah, I've tried to keep an eye on her since it happened.
Yeah, she really appreciates it. Thanks a lot.
on ahead.
What?
Well, I'll just hold everyone up if I go now.
Well, I can't leave you here.
Oh, but I'm so slow at the moment.
No, we'll wait till they've all gone in, won't we, Richard?
Yeah, of course we will.
I'll go find us a pew.
But it's funny, the tricks fate plays. If things had gone to plan that night, she should be alive. When you think about it, it really should be Emily that's in that coffin, not her.
What do you mean, Norris?
Well, it was only because Maxine went back early and interrupted this person that...
Yeah. Just a minute. What if that was the intention?
What?
Well, what if whoever went into Maxine's didn't go to steal, but to kill?
I'm not with you.
Everybody thinks that it was a burglary that went wrong, right? What if it was a murder that was made to look like that?
But who'd want to kill Maxine?
I don't know. But we do know who'd want to kill Emily, don't we?
He knew Emily was babysitting.
Yeah, but did he?
No, but just suppose he waited for everything to get going in the Rovers. Then he broke into Maxine's and hit Emily over the head. Then, of course, Maxine comes back, so he's forced to kill her as well.
Yeah, but
Oh, listen, just listen. So then he panics and he doesn't see that Emily is still alive. He just steals some things, makes it look like it's a burglary, and then plants them on Aiden Gridger to make it look like it was him.
It's a very clever idea, Audrey, but there's just one problem.
What's that?
He was in the pub when it happened. I know that because I was with him.
We can't sit here.
Why not?
Behind the chief mourners. We weren't that close to Maxine.
Well, I'm not moving now. Sit down, it's about to start.
So, a warm welcome to you all as we join to celebrate the life of Maxine and to say goodbye to her. Now, would you all stand, please, for the first hymn on our order of service card? Immortal, invisible, God only wise.
So, how to fill the void now she's gone? Well, it's not quite a void. There's Joshua, her own flesh and blood, that Ashley and the rest of us will cherish all the more now. There's those memories of her. And there's that part of us inside that she touched. She lives on in all of us. You might be gone from this world, Maxine, but you will have eternal life with us in here, today, tomorrow, always. We'll never forget you, sweetheart. Thank you. God bless.
Maxine's father, Derek, will now read a passage from the Bible.
The lesson is taken from John's Gospel, chapter 5. Chapter 5, beginning at verse 24. And Jesus said, Verily, verily I say unto you, he that heareth my word and believeth on him that sent me shall have everlasting life. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Dave. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Richard, you couldn't do the honours, could you?
Me?
There's none of us could do it, and you're nearest.
Well, there must be somebody here who knew about than I did.
It doesn't matter, Richard. Everybody's waiting.
John's Gospel, chapter 5. And the hour is coming when all that are in the graves shall hear his voice and come forth. They that have done good unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of judgment. Here ends the lesson. I'd like to share a few thoughts of my own with you, if you don't mind, about Maxine. The truth is, I have a confession to make. A confession to make before you all, before God. What happened to Maxine? It should never have happened. It wasn't intended. It wasn't the way things should have gone. A lovely young woman being taken away. That can't be right. So, I confess. I confess that when I heard what had happened, I stopped believing there could be any good in this world. How could there be? What was the point of life if it could be so brutally ended? You could say I'd lost all faith. But then, well, I first of all looked at my wife and my children. And today, I've seen Ashley and Joshua here, surrounded by all of you. And I know I was wrong to despair. There are tragedies in this world, and this was one of them. But we can find a way through. We can triumph. Because the one thing that saves us, and that's so in evidence here today, is our love and concern for one another. And it's that love that made me realize that I was wrong to despair. So, if there's one thing I'd like to say to Ashley today, it's that we're all here to share his burden and help him get through this terrible time.
Audrey? He was on the point of telling us, Archie, the very point. All that stuff about a confession. And the state he was in, did you see it?
Yeah, but he did confess about how upset he was over Maxine's
Of course
death.
he did, because he was responsible for that.
Oh, now, come on.
Yes, he was. She wasn't the one he was after.
I know who you think.
It was Emily. Emily was babysitting, right?
Yes, well, whether you're right or not.
I am.
Look, now isn't the time for all this. People here have come to grieve for Maxine, to make sure she's properly laid to rest.
Yeah, I know.
Please, Audrey, no more speculation for now. Eh?
I won't say anything else.
I'd better get back. You're going to be all right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Audrey, are you all right?
I'm fine now, thanks, Rita. I just needed some fresh air.
Yes, but it is heartrending, isn't it? And to see that child not understanding a thing.
Well, I think that's a blessing, don't you?
Yes, yes, Audrey. Oh, very good. Well done. I was going to join you.
What are you on about? Audrey didn't walk out as a protest.
Did she not?
I don't know what happened, actually. I just needed to get out.
No, I wonder what he was going to say. I mean, when he stood there and said he had something to confess...
Will you keep your voice down? Better still, say nothing. If that's possible.
People won't think I went a bit too far.
I thought what you said was wonderful.
Yeah, but did I have the right to say it? I mean, I didn't really know Maxine. No, not properly.
It's obvious that you meant every word, and that's all that matters.
How old was she, Maxine?
26, 27, I guess.
It shouldn't have happened, Gail. It should not have happened.
Are you all right? You're not, are you?
I shouldn't be here.
Of course you should. You've as much right as anybody. Just try and stay calm.
How are you feeling now, Audrey?
All right, yeah.
I do think Ash is being brave, don't you? It makes you think there should be some other way of doing things, so he could be shielded from all this.
We therefore commit her body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life, through our Lord Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Oh!
I am the resurrection and the life, saith the Lord. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die.
You killed her, didn't you? Richard! You did, didn't you? You killed her like you tried to kill me and you were going to kill Emily. Admit it, go on! You were going to do it earlier.
Oh, please. Audrey.
He was! Now he's mocking all of us. Standing there pretending to pray over her.
Can we remember the nature of the occasion and show some respect?
This is my daughter we're burying.
Why don't you just step back here?
Where? What are you doing, Archie?
Come on. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, and the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Ghost be with us all and forever.
Amen.
It's not that I don't want to pay my respects.
I know.
It's just that I know your mother's going to be there, and quite frankly, Gail, I've had enough of her libelous accusations.
It's all right. We don't have to go.
And what must have poor Ashley been thinking?
Ashla,
Audrey?
what happened at the cemetery? I just want to apologise to you. Well, to all of you, Ashla. I mean, it wasn't something I planned. It's just seeing him there, I couldn't help myself.
Would you not? You had to say them things, did you, in the middle of burying my wife?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to say sorry.
Yes, and I'm sure that your apology is appreciated. It's just perhaps this is not the right time for it.
I was very close to Maxine, you know that. And the last thing I'd want to do is to upset you on a day like today. There it is, in a way.
I'm surprised she's shown her face in here.
Yes, well, perhaps you ought to try and show a bit of sympathy. She's had a tough time of it herself, as Audrey.
Is that Richard I felt for? After he took over from me?
Absolutely, and then speaking so nicely about her.
I wanted to say something to him. Is he in here?
Well, no.
We heard him saying to Gail how it might avoid any further unpleasantness if they went straight on.
Quite honestly, Gail, I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
I don't blame you.
I mean, everyone over there now, who are they talking about?
You mean you?
Me? Yes. Who else? After the performance your mother gave. Openly accusing me across poor Maxine's grave.
Nobody believed her.
Oh, didn't they? Oh, there'll be some thinking, yes, there's no smoke without fire.
They will not. What she's managed to do is make a laughing stock of herself. If anybody was inclined to believe her before, they won't now. Not after this.
if I might have a word with your husband.
We were going to meet you at the Rovers, but I assume my mum was there, so...
Well, she is, yes. But that's no reason why you shouldn't be. Especially after the part you played in the service.
It's the part she played I'm more concerned about.
Yes, well, we none of us paid that any attention. And I know that Ashley would be as pleased as I would if you'd both join us for an hour.
I'd rather not, if it's all the same.
Please.
Look, what if she starts up again? I mean, I don't know what I might be provoked to say. I don't know what she might then say, then... No. Ashley and you've got to deal with enough without any of that.
So, are we going to get this shop open again?
I've just got one or two things here to sort out first.
You mean I can open it by myself? What about you, Audrey? You won't be opening the salon, will you?
No. You see, it's crystal clear to me that it was Emily who was after. I mean, Maxine just got in the way. Am I the only person that can see this?
No, you're not, Audrey, no. I mean, we all know he was in here that night, but I've been thinking about it. I mean, the place was packed. Well, he could have come and gone a dozen times and nobody'd be any wiser.
Didn't you say you'd something to see to?
I know all what you've said to Derek. And of course, it's up to you. Nobody's going to force you. But me in particular, I'd just like to say thank you for all you said in church.
This must have been a terrible day for you, Ashley.
Yeah, well, at least it was all about Maxine. Still seems like she's still around. A little bit tomorrow, and then after that, that's when I know she's really gone. I think that'll probably be worst.
I'm so sorry, Ashley.
Yeah, I know you are.
And, of course, we'll come across. Of course we will.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm sure. If Ashley can get through all this, then I know we can.
And if she does say anything else, then set the notice. Because I promise you, I won't be doing.
Archie, why didn't we see it before? It wasn't poor Maxine he was after, it was poor Emily.
Audrey, you can't go around saying these things.
What, not even to you?
Well, to me, yes, you can say them to me, though. Even then, I'd advise waiting until we get to Deo.
Archie, I've got to ask you, what did you think of that performance in the church? You know, Richard getting all what I might call emotionally agitated.
Well, he did a bit, but when you've attended as many funerals as I have, you know that they affect folk in different ways.
Yes, especially them that are guilty.
You see, Audrey feels, well, I do too, and we both feel that it was Richard that killed.
Yes, but we don't think he intended to. It was Emily that he was...
He's here.
Richard, come and join us. That was wonderful what you said about Maxine. I said wonderful.
It was.
We'll always be grateful to you for it.
In particular.
Oh, thank you. I'm just glad I had the opportunity.
Well, I'm getting a drink then. What would you like?
That man killed her. Now he's the hero of the hour.
Not in my book.
Just leave it for now.
No, I'm not going to leave it, Archie. We've got to do something. He's not going to get away with it. With murder. Not again. For Maxine's sake, we have got to do something.
Has he said anything about Audrey Roberts?
No, he's got enough on his mind.
The thing she was coming out with.
It made no sense to me.
What was the matter with the woman?
You know what was the matter. She was upset like the rest of us.
Did you know she felt so badly towards her son-in-law?
I can't think she meant half of what she said.
Well, in that case, why say it?
Grief, confusion.
You were there. You saw what happened.
I saw a woman in distress who'd been ailing for months. She very nearly lost her own life a while since.
You're not excusing her.
Her state of mind excuses her. I'll talk to her quietly when things get better.
You do as you think fit, Fred. I won't wait that long.
I told you nobody'd believe me, ma'am.
No, we'd best forget it.
Wish we could. She said some terrible things these last few months, but she's never given a performance like that.
Well, we should have seen it coming. I mean, her opinions recently, her actions, everything's getting more and more bizarre.
Even Archie was taken aback.
Well, I'm glad about that. I couldn't stand another outburst.
Do you think I should talk to that specialist she went to see? I mean, maybe the tests missed something.
Well, that is possible. I mean, the mind can deteriorate rapidly. She's probably worse now than she was then.
She's back at work. She seems normal.
Yeah. Have you been to the salon lately?
No.
Round her house?
You know I haven't.
Then who's to say what's going on? And what sort of mess the rest of her life's in?
I'm frightened to think. Anyway, it's your reputation I'm worried about.
Don't be. All the neighbours spoke up for me, especially Ashley and Fred.
Well, they know you've been falsely accused.
Everybody's on my side.
You're right. Nobody's going to take her seriously anymore. Doesn't matter what she says.
Thanks for the tea, Emily. It's the least I could do. There's Audrey.
I don't want to talk to her today.
I've had a daughter murdered. Oh, Dorry. It was one funeral I never thought I'd go to. But I found the strength to take myself to the church when all I wanted to do was stay at home with the door locked and the curtains drawn. We kept control of our emotions. That boy wiped out my only child as though she was nothing.
No, you've got it all wrong, Doreen.
You're wrong. He murdered Maxine, nobody else.
Doreen.
All we could salvage was a funeral service. Instead of years of birthday parties and anniversaries and family holidays, we've got a grave. I never meant to upset anyone. It was the worst day of my life. But it had dignity, something good for Maxine. Till you took that away, too. Don't say a thing. I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth ever again.
Why would Richard kill Maxine? What would he gain? He was in the Rovers that night. Anyway, he hardly knew her. He saw her on the street, in the pub. They'd hardly spoken to each other.
Yes, I know.
She had no business dealings with him. He wasn't her financial advisor, if she had one at all. What possible reason would he have for breaking into her house and attacking Emily? Emily, of all people.
Gail, if...
You think he's responsible for every bad thing that happens? You're fixated. You're wrecking his life. You're wrecking mine. And you're upsetting the kids. Doesn't the truth register with you anymore? Don't I mean anything to you? Don't you love me, Mum?
Gail, of course I do.
No. You don't. You wouldn't put me through it.
I just can't stop crying.
Gail won't have meant what she said, love. She's bound to stick up for Richard.
I couldn't let him make a mockery of Maxine's funeral. I mean, standing in a church and saying all those things.
Of course you couldn't. The man is evil.
Well, Gail won't believe that until she sees it for herself.
I don't think he's got a conscience. I mean, I don't think he realises the anguish he's causing everybody.
It's worse than that. He doesn't care.
You can take your lunch break now, Norris.
Oh, there's no rush.
There is.
We'd better go. I'll drive Audrey home. No trouble. Bye.
See you. Bye. Bye. Now, for your information, I met Blanche on the street, and it seems that Ken is no longer standing by that boy, Aidan Critchley. Does that tell you anything?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, well, it tells me that Ken has changed his mind. He thinks the boy did it. Guilty as charged. So, the subject is closed, Norris. Closed.
I hear you did very well at the funeral.
Well, it was an awkward situation.
Well, not many would have had your presence of mind.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, it's true. You did yourself proud, mate.
Unlike me mum, you mean?
You was there, girl.
Yeah, but I don't hold with what she said.
None of us do. Apart from Norris there. And he's having his cars marked. Yeah, by Emily's nephew. And from the look of it, a man with a mission. Well, he reckons Norris started the rumours, and your mum just followed.
Well, it's impossible to gauge what sets these things in motion, isn't it?
Thank you, that's beautiful. Did you make it all by yourself?
With a little help.
Thank you. Mwah.
Tell you what, you look miles better without that flipping bandana on.
Yeah, don't she just? Can hardly see the scar now.
So what are you doing? Anything special tonight?
Oh, just having a family tea, you know.
Ah, right, well, I better be off then.
Oh, well, thank you very much for the voucher.
No, I just wish it could be more, you know?
No, it's great. I'll buy something special with it.
Okay. All right then, see you then. Have a good day.
See ya.
See ya. Bye. Oh, what's this? Oh, who's it from? Bran, did you give me 20 quid?
Well, it's very nice of her. Right, what do you want for your breakfast? It's your birthday, so you can choose.
Oh, actually, I said a meat tod in the cafe.
Oh. Go on.
Oh.
We'll drop Bethany off.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and thank you very much for the necklace, because it's beautiful.
Yeah, no wearing it in school, though, remember.
Right.
Martin! What? Just so as you know, David's staying at Simon's tonight, Sarah's party.
Right.
So I'm taking Gail out to dinner because we promised to stay out of the way. So I was just wondering if...
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out, patrol the house on the hour every hour.
Well, you know, kids like to mind.
All right, see what I can do. Keep my eyes peeled.
Cheers, mate.
See ya.
Sarah, you're not going to have it on that loud, are you?
Finger slit.
You ready?
You will be careful, won't you?
Well, that it will be a very quiet, very mature, very grown-up birthday party. Think I look too tatty in this? No, you look great.
I think we better go before I change my mind.
Have a nice time.
We'll try.
You could both tell her.
No, wait. Why do we have to tell my mum we're sleeping together?
If she bumps into Martin, he's going to tell her anyway. It's better coming from us. Hi, Mrs. Hillman.
Hi, John. I did tell you to make sure nobody went in David's room.
Oh, he's not still whinging.
Well, I think I'd be whinging if I had a can of lager spilt all over me carpet.
Sorry.
Well, there was no structural damage, so I suppose we should be thankful for that. So you had fun then?
Yeah, we did. Didn't we?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'd rather stick pins in my eyes.
Mrs. Hillman?
No.
What is it?
What? I will tidy upstairs if you like.
Oh, well, gift horses and mouths spring to mind.
Thank you, Todd.
I don't understand this, Norris. Now, why has Ken stopped visiting Aidan Critchley?
Well, I can only assume it's because he thinks the lad's guilty.
Oh, so even Ken's convinced now.
Sorry, Audrey, I thought somebody would have told you.
No, who's talking to me? All I've heard is that Richard's had another of his home reversion schemes pay out. Though how that poor soul died, I hardly dare speculate.
Yes, well, it was speculation that lost me my home. I think I'll be going.
Do you know, Norris, sometimes I wish we were the kind of folks that just watched their backs and kept their mouths shut.
You okay?
Guess she told you then.
I'm glad you're honest. In fact, I'm very proud of you.
Pity Mum isn't.
Well, as a matter of fact, I am. I don't think I was very fair the way I spoke to you earlier.
He still expected us to ask permission now.
Anyone else for a cuppa?
I just thought that after Bethany, we'd have got over any secrecy or embarrassment about sex.
Yeah, but Mum, that was about being pregnant then. This is about how I feel. Just doing what everyone does because we love each other.
I know.
Hiya.
Hiya. How was Simon's?
Yeah, we're all right. What's going on here?
It's just me and Sarah having a chat. It's allowed, isn't it?
One of those.
Just so you know, Sarah and Todd are sleeping together. They told me today.
Oh, well, that's very responsible. Can't ask for more than that now, can we?
Do you know if there was any justice in the world, a great big piece of scaffolding would fall on his head? No, do you know that is too easy?
I'll come back later.
Gail! Gail!
Be strong now.
Oh, Archie, do you know, of all the wicked, wicked things he's done, robbing me of my own daughter is the one that hurts the most.
Well, never mind. Mr. Hillman will get his comeuppance.
Oh, really? He always lands on his feet, him.
Look at him.
Yeah, like 3 wise monkeys, with apologies to monkeys everywhere.
Caught him red-handed this morning.
Thought my ears were burning.
It's not funny. It's slander.
Exactly. So let's not rise to it, then.
Did you see that?
He's a cool customer, all right.
Oh, you've had your hair done.
Yeah.
You never said. Where'd she go?
Grand's.
Sarah, after everything we've said about her.
Well, Mum, where else could I go? I've got no money and she offered to do it for nothing.
Okay.
Todd, can you open this for me, could you?
Yeah.
Must be getting weak in my old age.
There you go.
Right. Studying hard for Oxford, then?
Afraid so.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. What are you doing on Valentine's night?
Nothing.
Well, how about you take Sarah out for a pizza, eh? I'll give you 20 quid.
Okay.
Yeah, no need to say who's paying. Just be back by 11.
Hey, Sarah.
What?
You don't fancy going for a pizza on Friday, do you?
Can you afford it?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, I'd love to. Why didn't you ask me earlier?
Only just thought.
Mum, is it all right if I go out with Todd on Friday night?
Yeah, of course it is.
Well, that should work out quite well. Because David and Bethany are going to Martin's, so we can have a nice quiet night in.
Sarah?
Wow.
Scrubs up well, doesn't she?
You say that again.
Hey, you don't look too bad yourself, actually.
What time's your table booked for, then?
7.
Better get your skates on.
Hey, are you trying to get rid of us?
Oh, whatever gave you that idea? And don't hurry back either. Half 11's fine.
Richard?
Hey, well, not often we get the place to ourselves, is it? Might as well make the most of it.
So, you two will be okay by yourselves, won't you?
Oh, very funny.
How was your steak?
It was lovely. It's all lovely.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. You're back early.
We couldn't get in, they'd overbooked.
Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry.
Not closing down.
Will you stop talking like that? They've offered us a free pizza if we go back another evening.
But it won't be Valentine's then. It won't be the same.
Well, what can you do? They were full.
Grovel, squeeze us in.
Well, I don't think yelling at the waitress helps.
Oh, no, come on. You can sit down, so we'll find you something to eat.
No, we don't want to ruin your evening.
Well, we're finished now.
No, we'll go out. Come on.
Where? Everywhere's going to be full.
We'll think of something.
Sweet. It was very nice of you to offer to cook dinner for them.
Well, I didn't mean it.
Yes, you did.
Well, let's put it this way. I was pretty relieved when they said no. Can you imagine? Just the 4 of us. Very romantic.
Can't believe you've gone to so much trouble.
Well, anything that gives you and me a bit of quality time together is fine by me. Now, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you've got the nerve to come in here.
Well, it's my local, Archie. But if you don't like it, well, you can always drink somewhere else, can't you? See you around. Oh, hello, Audrey. Off to hatch some more conspiracy theories with Archie, are we?
I'm glad I saw you. I wanted to offer you my condolences.
Sorry.
Well, just think, poor Maxine might still be alive right now if your little windfall had come through earlier. Mind you, I suppose that means that Emily's safe for now, eh? Oh, don't look so surprised, Richard. Sarah told me all about it.
I thought I made it clear that you were to stay away from my family.
Except they're not your family, are they? They're mine. You may think that you've managed to break us up, but you haven't. Because I'm closer to them than you can ever hope to be.
That's right, Audrey. Delude yourself. You're good at that.
Good for you. You know, I was talking earlier with Fred and Harry about cleaning up at number 4. You should have seen Hillman's face. Oh, talk about guilty.
Oh, Archie, he doesn't know the meaning of the word.
No, he's got some front on him, I'll give you that.
Hang on a minute, Beth. Hello?
Hi, Sarah.
What do you want? And anyway, where are you ringing me from?
Where do you think? You think they'll let me out for the day?
So what are you ringing me for?
I just wanted to talk to you.
Well, I'm sorry, but no, you can't. And don't ring me again.
Can you believe this? Can you believe it? Look at this.
Weatherfield Gazette?
Remember him?
Chris Melton.
Who we treated to an all-expenses-paid holiday to Spain, him and his wife, but who then later couldn't help us. Well, no way he could help us as far as the bail hostel was concerned. And now we know why.
Councillor named in bribe scandal.
He was in charge of the bidding process. Builders put in their estimates, Chris Melton sees them, and then for a fee advises certain favoured builders whether to put their bids up or down. And when I think of the way that snivelling little money grabber looked down his nose at me, well, all the time he's pocketing thousands.
Yes, but now it's all come out.
Well, it looks like it, yeah. I hope he gets everything he deserves and more.
Yeah, but what if he talks about you? How you tried to influence him?
Oh, I doubt if he'll do that. Well, if he does, I'll just deny it. You see, I wouldn't have minded if he'd have been honest about it and said, you know, sorry, but the people building the hostel have offered me a damn sight more than a measly holiday in Spain. But no, butter wouldn't melt. They're all at it. Councillors, planners, they've all got their snouts in the trough, the lot of them. Hello, Councillor. Hello. Just been reading about a colleague of yours. Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah, I've seen this, yeah.
It's me thinking we lived in a democracy and that my voice counted the same as anybody else's. When your pal's been taking backhanders from builders. Marvellous.
I should have thought you'd be pleased.
Pleased? Do you know how much that damn bail hostel cost me?
Yeah.
The only thing I've got to be pleased about is if your friend Chris Melton gets what's coming to him.
No, pleased that we're not going ahead with the hostel.
What?
Well, it was decided this afternoon. I was going to pop over and tell you if you give me half a chance.
Not going ahead?
Well, we can't use the builder we had, could we? Not after we found out how he got the job in the first place. And it's generated so much bad feeling that we decided to scrap the whole thing altogether.
Oh, Curly, that's wonderful. I'm sorry if I was...
No, that's all right. I'm just glad we made somebody happy.
Oh, you have. Very, very happy.
Yeah, just hang on. Candice wants to come round tonight.
Don't bother me. I'm not against you seeing all your friends.
Aid isn't a friend. Yeah, sure, we're only hanging around anyway.
Gail! Where's your mum?
She's in the kitchen. What's the matter?
You won't believe this. You will not believe it. They've cancelled the bail hostel. Because of all this business in the paper. I've just been talking to Curly.
But that means...
It means that we're high and dry. We're in the clear. We can sell the flats for full price. We can pay off the bank, everything.
Oh, that's wonderful.
This is the beginning of the rest of our lives. I cannot believe it, Gail. After everything we've gone through.
Well, you deserve it.
Oh, you mean you do? Yeah, for standing by me. Do you know what this means, Gail?
Well, you keep telling me.
No more juggling figures. No more being nice to the bank manager. Oh, yes, I shall enjoy talking to him. That's first thing tomorrow morning. Telling him where he can stick his precious overdraft.
But you haven't sold the flats yet.
Oh, I will. They were queuing up before. Now with the bail hostel gone, they'll be queuing up again. This means something else as well.
You having a great big grin on your face.
Oh, as well as that. We can move.
Move house?
Yeah, like we planned. Get away from here. Start our lives again somewhere else.
I'm not sure how Sarah and David will take it.
Oh, no, I don't mean go to Timbuktu or even Blackpool. I mean, we stay within the same catchment area for school. I just mean get away from here, you know, away from... Well, I'll be honest with you, Gail. Away from all the gossip and accusations and the get-Richard-Hillman gang.
I'm sorry.
No.
I wasn't thinking. Of course you want to get away from here. And yes.
You'll think about it.
We'll think about it. We'll talk about it. And yes, we'll do it. We will. You're right. We do need a larger house.
And a change of scene.
You two on about moving again?
We're considering it.
Well, massive garden.
Yes, and a bedroom twice as big as the one you got now.
Big enough for a pool table.
Could be.
Well, what's to consider? Do it now.
And you wouldn't mind moving further away from your mates?
No. I don't mind where I live as long as I still see me dad.
I know, love. Shouldn't you be at Simon's?
Yeah, I'm going now.
Hey, I can give you a lift on the way to the bank.
You'll be too early.
It's never too early to wipe the smirk off that man's face. He wanted to foreclose on me, and I don't intend to let him forget it. Come on.
Right, don't make any major decisions without consulting me.
Wouldn't dream of it.
David's in favour.
So am I. So the only worry is me mum. If we go, she'll be on her own.
She's less than half an hour away. Won't be a problem. Been to see Keith Greenacre, called into the estate agents. The Ridings flats are back on the market.
Does he think they'll sell?
Oh, he thinks they'll be snapped up. We're in the money, girl. Big time.
Good.
Hey, it's better than good. And if you think I'm going to unload state-of-the-art luxury apartments to all comers, while my family's still living in this titchy little place, you've got another thing coming.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
Not for a moment. We deserve a fresh start.
Can't go in. I've been standing there for the last 5 minutes. I want to come for some of Joshua's things.
I see.
Just can't do it.
Is this the first time you've been back since that night?
No. Opening the door don't get much easier.
It's a house, Ashley. Bricks and mortar. Nothing to be scared about.
I'm scared of memories.
Well, there's no need to be. You're just walking into a set of rooms, that's all.
Would you come in with me?
I wouldn't want to intrude.
Please.
I'll fetch Fred. You need your family.
No. I need someone with me that weren't there on the night. Someone that won't see what I see. You were brilliant at the funeral. I'd rather it were you, Richard.
I don't know.
Please.
All right, then. Go on, there's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked you to come.
I didn't think I'd get so upset.
That's where she died. I hit her where she fell down. Maxine must have seen him. Emily didn't see him, but Maxine must have from the way he hit her.
Yes,
Ran out through the back. Took what he wanted. Camcorder bits. The junkie killed her for.
Don't upset yourself.
I need to say it. She died for a few quid's worth of stuff you don't even notice. She bled on that carpet. The blood's gone now. Harry came down with some cleaning stuff. That's all it took to get up the stains.
You must have worked hard.
I didn't think it'd ever come off.
Maybe we should...
She loved this room. The colours, that sofa. She chose Maxine's room.
It's beautiful.
Where should she have died?
What?
What should have happened to her? What else should she have done in her life?
I don't know, Ashley. It's very upsetting. And I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the one to blame.
Ashley.
You got us through the funeral. I'll always be grateful for that, Richard. If there's anything I can ever do for you.
No, I bought some last time. Mr. Hillman, everything all right?
Yes.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
Okay.
He's just been picking up some of the baby's things.
It must be very difficult. Is there anything we can do to help?
No.
If you'll excuse me.
Thanks again, Richard.
Well, we thought you'd be delighted.
I am.
I mean, Bethany will have her own room and a big garden to play in.
She'd have to say goodbye to all her little friends. Imagine the psychological damage.
Oh, shut it.
Sarah's right to consider a daughter.
She's not bothered about Bethany or her chubby chums. She's just naxed that she won't see Todd every 5 minutes.
Well, of course she will. He's your boyfriend. He can come and stay over at weekends.
Well, if she can have a lad over, can I have a girl?
You can have a slap. Go get ready for your tea.
I'm ready.
Go wash your face and tidy up. Go on. You too. I think we should hold back from making too many promises.
Why? It's important that Sarah's happy.
Yes, I know.
Sorry. Hello? Yes, it is? Well, that's very good news. Didn't expect to hear anything so quickly. Are they? Well, there should be no problems. Yeah, fine. Okay. Bye.
Who was that?
That was the estate agent. They've had enough of one of the flats already. At the full asking price.
They've only just gone on the market.
Oh, the others will sell in no time. Hey, no stopping us now, Gail. We're on the move, away from here. What do you think? Do you like it?
What have you done?
Well, we need a family car.
Have you bought it?
No, I just nicked it from round the corner. But if we like it, I can go buy one.
You better be joking. You won't get Sarah in a stolen car.
Ah, sorry, bad joke. Yeah, of course I bought it. Got a good deal, too. Do you want to look inside? It's perfect for us.
Very nice.
Yeah, you won't be doing the servicing, though. That'll be going straight to the dealer.
All right, if you can afford it, good luck to him.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, you owe me 70p. Bulb gone in your brake light. See you later.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's very nice.
And I've had a special seat put in for Bethany. We got air conditioning, CD changers, sat-nav, cruise control.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And I've got another surprise, too.
Another surprise? So what have we done to deserve all this?
You don't have to do anything.
What is it?
I'll show you later. And I want everyone here ready to go off in our new car at 4:30, because we're going for a ride.
You all right, Audrey?
Look at that. Brand new car. Wonder where he got the money for that.
I'm sure you'll make it up with Gail soon.
You've no idea, Sally. No idea.
Where are we going?
Oh, you'll see.
Will it take long?
Oh, no more than an hour or so.
I can't adjust these straps.
Oh, let me have a go. Yeah, look, you pull those. Pull it on there. Right. Are we all strapped in?
Yeah.
Yes. Hiya. You're going away for the weekend? Richard's taking us on a mystery tour.
Oh, really? Somewhere nice. Hey, don't catch me out like that. Oh, see you. See you. Have a nice time.
What's this?
This is our new home.
Have you bought it?
Well, I've paid a holding fee.
Are you serious?
Don't you like it?
Excuse me. It's a bit quick.
Can we go have a look around?
Hey, don't break anything. We don't own it yet. It's got 5 bedrooms, so Bethany can have her own room.
Right.
Hey, there's a big garden around the back if you want to go and have a look. I know we haven't discussed it, but after everything that's happened recently, I think we deserve a fresh start. And how long did it take to get here? 20, 25 minutes, so we don't have to lose touch with any of our old friends.
It's still a big wrench.
Listen, Gail, I've never mentioned this to you before, but there's a part of me that's always felt a bit uncomfortable living in a home set up with you and Martin. I'd love it if we could call this place our home. A home we've made for our family. I know we could be so very happy here.
This means a lot to you.
Not if you don't want it as well.
If you say no, then it's gone. The holding fee's fully refundable for the first 28 days, so we won't lose a penny.
Well, seeing as we're here, we might as well have a look around.
You'll love it, I know you will.
I think you may be right.
And David tells me Richard's got someone coming round to value the house?
Yes. Are you really against moving?
Well, I do see the sense in moving somewhere bigger, what with Bethany getting older and that, but I'm just a bit worried about losing contact with my mates.
No reason why you should. I mean, we'll have a lot more space if we go, so you can have them round whenever you're ready. Can you get that for me?
Hello?
It's Aid.
Who is it?
It's, just Candice for me.
You see? There's no way that one's going to abandon you.
Who's that?
It's my mum. What do you want?
Just checking you are coming to see me today, aren't you?
I said I would, didn't I?
Okay. Don't let me down.
I won't. Mum, is it, okay if I go around to Candice's for Sunday dinner?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Oh, thank you.
Lovely. Come
Hi,
on.
Gran.
Hello, sweetheart.
You sure you don't mind me coming?
Of course I don't. It's smashing to see you.
It is that. Sit yourself down, son.
Oh, now, does your mother know you're here?
No. Don't you go telling her, will you?
Well, I doubt I'll be seeing her to tell her anything, my love.
I just came to show you my new football.
Ah, is this the one you want?
Yeah. Look. I want my new signatures.
Oh, it's lovely. Look, oh, have you seen it, Archie?
Aye, that'll be worth a bit in a few years' time, and no mistake.
I'm thinking of getting it mounted properly. You know, so I can put it on wall in my new bedroom.
Your new bedroom?
Yeah, we're moving. Didn't you know?
You're moving house, you mean?
Well, yeah.
Where to?
Other side of Manchester. It's brand new, loads of room. There's a bloke coming round tomorrow to give us a price on ours. Can I get a drink, Gran?
Yeah, of course you can. You know where it is. Go on.
Oh.
First a new car, now a new home. That man's taking my family from under my nose, Archie, and we're not going to let it happen.
I don't see how we can stop it.
Well, we've got to stop it. Richard Hillman is a killer. We've got to keep an eye on him. If he gets Gail and the kids away from me, goodness knows what he's going to do to them.
There you go.
Oh, cheers.
Well, it was good of you to come at such short notice.
Well, you know me. Anything for a drink?
Well, we just wanted you to hear this from us and not pick it up second hand.
Sounds ominous.
Oh, no, not really, but it does affect you. We've decided to move.
Oh, right. Whereabouts?
Wentworth Meadows. It's about half an hour from here, other side of Manchester.
Obviously, it'll mean that David will be farther away from you.
Yeah. Well, thanks for telling me.
It means a lot more room for the kids.
And, of course, you'd be welcome to visit any time you like. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah. Business must be good then, eh? New car, new house. All looking very rosy.
We hope so.
In fact, we're having a little do here tomorrow night. I mean, you'd be very welcome if you can spare the time.
Well, I don't suppose I'll be doing anything very exciting. So, yeah. Why not? Thanks.
I didn't know whether you'd come.
I didn't want to. So you've got to have something really special to tell me.
Oh, I have. Don't worry. My solicitor got the results of the blood test the police did when they picked me up the day after the murder.
So?
So, they found I had a drug in my system.
And I'm supposed to be surprised.
I'm not talking about blow or E. I'm talking about diazepam.
Eh?
A sleeping tablet which you can only get in prescription. And I had enough of it in my system to knock a small horse out for the night.
You were taking sleeping tablets?
No, I wasn't. That's the point.
Well, how come it was in your blood?
I was hoping you could tell me that.
I came to see you. I lied to my mum so that I could come. And you're saying that I might have something to do with all this?
The only way that drug got into my system was if I took it in without realising.
Well, I don't see how I fit into that.
Okay. The day of the murder, you remember? You left me a bag with some crisps, biscuits and a bottle of vodka.
No.
I told you, Candice and Todd that I was having a leaving party.
I never left you anything. I never went near the squat after I saw you.
So it must have been Todd then. Or Candice.
It couldn't have been because they were with me all evening. Nobody went near your place.
Look, somebody left me a full bottle of vodka that day, which I drank. And whoever left it, spiked it with enough tranquilizer to lay me out while they murdered Maxine Peacock and beat the living daylights out of Emily Bishop.
Do you think that was me?
No, of course I don't. I just thought it was you that left the bottle of vodka, that's all.
Oh, what, and I spiked it?
No. But somebody might have given you it. Somebody who'd already tampered with it.
Look, I've already told you I didn't bring you anything that day.
Well, somebody did. And while I was dead to the world, they killed Maxine and planted the evidence on me.
Who'd want to do that?
I don't know. But whoever it was, should be in here and not me.
Well, that is exciting news. But we'll miss you.
Absolutely, the place won't be the same.
Well, you have to seize the time when it comes, don't you?
Well, of course you do. And good luck to you both.
Thank you.
So we can count on you coming along tomorrow night then, can we?
Try keeping us away.
Emily, how lovely to see you. I was just saying to Rita she's very welcome to come to our little party here tomorrow night. How about you? What are you doing?
Well, I really don't know.
Well, we'd be very glad if you could come along to our little celebration.
Celebration?
We're moving house.
Not far, I hope.
Oh, don't worry, Emily. I'll never be very far away from the people who are important to me.
Oh, it's nice to know you're appreciated.
Well, you've always known that I've appreciated you.
Not you. I mean the neighbours.
Oh.
I was really pleased when Rita said she'd miss us.
Well, of course we've been missed. Law-abiding, upstanding neighbours like us. I mean, we're not easy to find, you know.
You flatter yourself.
If I didn't do it, nobody else will.
You two drunk.
Whatever gives you that idea?
Maybe it's because she can't stand up straight without leaning on the banister.
Come here, cheeky. Give us a kiss.
In your dreams.
Oh, come on. I'm determined to have one.
Hey, get lost. Richard, will you stop her?
Oh, sorry, never get in the way of a determined woman.
Well, kiss him, not me.
Yeah, I won't run away.
Wouldn't you?
Oh, please, let me out before you start.
Hey, you don't know what you're missing.
No regrets?
None. You?
None at all.
Good. Because I got something for you.
Oh, Richard. It's beautiful.
Till eternity.
Yeah, shouldn't I be?
Well, it's just that David said so much about moving.
Oh, that, yeah.
You don't sound so keen.
I'm not really. Look, I'm really sorry. I can't think about that just now.
Oh dear, what's the matter?
Well, if you must know, I've just been to see Aid.
Aidan Critchley? But he's in jail.
He's on remand.
You've been to the jail?
He asked to see me, said he's got some new evidence.
Really? New evidence?
Yeah, and if what he's told me is true, which I think it is, it means he couldn't possibly have killed Maxine.
Eh?
They found a sleeping tablet in his system when they arrested him. Somebody left him a bottle of vodka spiked with diazepam. He slept through the whole thing.
Diazepam? Are you sure about this?
Oh, yeah, it's official. Even the police know.
Have you told your mum?
No, I've just found out. Anyway, she'd kill me if she knew I'd been to see Aid.
Yeah, right. Look, I'm sorry, love. You have got to tell her this. It's very important.
Well, hang on. If Aidan Critchley didn't do it...
Must have been whoever spiked the drink. We know who that is, don't we?
This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
Yeah, it could. You know what, Archie? I think we finally got him. The police did tests on Aidan Critchley when they arrested him, right? And he couldn't possibly have attacked Maxine and Emily because he was drugged to the eyeballs.
Well, they're all on drugs, these thugs.
Not sleeping pills, they're not.
Huh?
He was absolutely full of it. Full of diazepam. Now, that's what I was supposed to be on, you know, months back. But I left it behind when I ran away from our Gale.
Well, the lad drank a whole bottle of vodka that he thought Sarah had left for him. But she never did any such thing.
No, and the sleeping pills were in this bottle of vodka, right?
So come on, who could have got hold of those pills? And who could have put that vodka where Aidan Critchley could find it?
Richard Hillman.
Exactly.
But what do we do? I mean, the police...
Oh, I'm frankly sick of the police looking at me like I should be in the home for the bewildered. Not to mention a few other people. But anyway, I've said to our Sarah, I said, Sarah, you must go and tell your mother exactly what you've told me.
You're going to have to tackle Gail yourself, though, as well. Well, you know that, don't you, Audrey?
My daughter hates me for all the things I've been saying about her precious Richard. She absolutely hates me. Oh, all right, all right.
Bye, kids.
See ya.
Bye. See ya.
Time you two were at school.
Oh, Mum, your eternity ring looks great.
Yeah, doesn't it just...
How much did Richard pay for it again?
I don't know. It's not polite to ask.
Sooner have money than a ring, me.
It's not the money that matters. It's what the ring symbolises.
That means what it stands for underneath.
I know, I'm not thick.
Because, I mean, think about it. Not everything's what it seems on the surface. I mean, look at Aid Critchley. Everyone thinks he murdered Maxine Peacock.
That's enough about Aid Critchley. I don't want to hear his name mentioned in this house.
I'll get it.
Yeah, but Mum...
I mean it, Sarah. When I think of the harm that wicked boy's caused in his short life, the subject's closed.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi, do you fancy walking to school with me?
Yeah, she does. Thank you, Todd.
Sold another flat.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well done.
At the full asking price, too. Gail, somebody up there likes me.
Somebody down here likes you, too.
We'll sell all the flats now, no problem. I'll be able to repay the bank loan in full. We'll make a nice, tidy profit. So no more worries about whether we can afford our dream house or not, right? So you and me have really got something to celebrate with our friends in the Rovers tonight.
Yes, we do. Makes you think, though, doesn't it? There's poor Ashley. And here's us. Everything going right. No more money worries. Bail hostel scheme cancelled.
Yeah, I wish that bail hostel scheme had never been thought of. You're right, Gail. Life's not about justice or fairness. It's just blind chance. If you happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I wish it had happened sooner.
What?
Scrapping the bail hostel. I wish it had happened weeks sooner.
Well, at least it's happened now. So all's well that ends well.
Do you want me to come with you to see Gail?
Thanks, Archie, but I don't think so. Be like two red rags to a bull.
Oh.
Is it all right if I come in?
What do you want?
I want to talk. I'm still your mother, Gail. Whatever's happened between us, I care about you.
Okay. Come in.
Is he out?
If you mean Richard, yes, he is.
Good. So, I can ask you, what about this bombshell of Sarah's, then?
What?
The test that Aidan Critchley told her about. Oh, surely she's told you she's been to see him and what the solicitor said.
Just a minute. Are you telling me Sarah's visited Aidan Critchley in prison?
Gail, now don't be angry, please, because what we know now is very important. The lad was drugged. No, it's not a tale. He's had tests done. Tests the police did.
You never let up, do you?
Will you listen? The lad was drugged to the eyeballs on sleeping tablets, stuff that really knocks you out. I mean, they found that out by giving him a blood test. So he couldn't possibly have attacked Emily or killed Maxine, not when they said it happened. Somebody else must have done it and then made it look like the lad
Just
did it.
stop this. Stop this now, before you bring Richard's name into this fairy story.
Gail, I do understand that it is not easy for you, but you have got to start facing the fact that the man in this house
is my husband. That's what he is. And you'll stop at nothing to split us up.
Oh, don't be so ridiculous. Come on, do you think I like telling you these things, seeing the way you look at me? He tried to kill Emily so he could get at the money. But then he killed poor Maxine because she walked in on him.
You get out of this house. You get out now.
The man is a killer, Gail. You are not safe, and neither are the children.
The point is, you went visiting Aidan Critchley. And what's more, you know you did wrong because you did it without telling me. I had to find out from somebody else.
Who?
Oh, Todd, I suppose.
No, your grandmother.
Well, she was on at me to tell you. I don't know why.
Oh, I do, so you peddle her mad fantasies about Richard.
What's it got to do with Richard? Look, all A told me is that the police did tests on him, found drugs in his system, which shows that he couldn't have been...
That's enough, Sarah. I'm sick of hearing how thugs like Aidan Critchley are misunderstood and innocent while hard-working, decent people are abused and slandered. And I'm disappointed in you, Sarah. Going behind me back.
OK! OK, look, I'm going to go and give Bethany a bath.
What did he claim he was drugged with?
Sleeping tablets, tranquilizers. He did say it was, Daisy something or other, I can't remember. Right, I'll go and give Bethany a bath.
Gail, something wrong?
Oh, I didn't hear you come in.
Somebody ill?
No. Just got a bit of a headache, that's all. I was looking for the aspirin.
Oh, I'm sorry. You sure you feel up to coming to our little farewell celebration at the Rogues tonight?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Well, as long as you're sure. Hey, come on, sit down here. Let me find those aspirin for you.
Oh, no, my mother's here.
Don't let it upset you, Gail. Granted, they tried to blacken my name and drive a wedge between
That's
you
exactly
and me.
why it does upset me.
But they haven't succeeded, that's the point. They've lost and I've won. Oh, hiya. We've won, I should say. They can't hurt us. Once we move house, we'll not be around for them to annoy us with the whispering and the nasty looks. All that'll be behind us.
Hello, Gail, Richard. You all right? Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, I'll get these, Martin. I insist. After all, it's our party.
Shelley, can you make sure everyone has a refill? Yourself included, of course.
Oh, thanks very nice, Richard.
It's all right. Very good of you.
We've been talking about this house you're moving to. It sounds wonderful.
Yes, you can tell why Gail thinks it's a dream house.
Yeah, and I've told Kevin one day we want a house like that, don't we?
Oh, and I've told Sally in that case. Gonna have to keep doing the lottery.
I mean, Steve could have had one of Richard's flats, rock bottom price, but no, Steve knew best.
Give it a rest, Cannon, will you?
Oh, nice bracelet, Gail. Is that a Christmas present?
No, it was a present from Richard before we got married.
Must be nice to have an husband that's got a head for business, finds you really nice presents. Shame I can't say the same, eh, Steve?
Grab hold of this, Gail. Won't be a minute. Don't go away.
Thanks.
Look at him, surrounded by his admirers. That man got away with murder.
It's a great pity you couldn't get through to Gail. But I'm sure you did your best.
I might just as well have held my breath. I mean, she is besotted by the man. It was in the wrong in her eyes.
Stop going on about Richard buying Gail presents for me.
Well, when's the last time you bought me a bracelet? Oh, look, when's the first time you bought me one?
Anyway, listen. Richard didn't buy that bracelet. I found it on the site when we were building the flats. And Richard, the cheeky beggar, said, oh, I know who that belongs to. It was the woman that came round to see the flats early. I'll make sure she gets it. Next thing, Gail's got it on her wrist.
Shut up.
I'm telling you. Tells lies for England, that bloke.
I mean, look at him, holding forth with all his admirers. Oh, frankly, I can't stand any more of this. I'm going home. I don't want to be in the same room as him. Right, Norris?
Oh, John, you'll find John as a metal one.
Ma'am.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Gail. I won't be congratulating you and Richard on your so-called dream house.
I want to ask you something.
Oh, well, yes. I absolutely loved being thrown out in the street by my own daughter. Is that what you wanted to know?
What I wanted to ask was, when you were staying with us, after the fire, what were the sleeping pills you had?
They were called diazepam.
What happened to them?
I left them at your house. Come on, Archie. Oh, I know you won't believe me, but it was diazepam that they found in Aidan Critchley's bloodstream.
What's wrong? More trouble with your mother?
Nice, Richard.
You and Gail aren't leaving, are you? Because we want a speech, don't we?
No.
Yes. Speech. Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes, come on. Rest the bar, this should lubricate your tonsils. Come on, speech. Wasn't thinking of sneaking off.
Oh, well, Gail, we didn't expect all this, did we? Well, the idea of having a few drinks here this evening was just our way of saying thank you to all our friends. People who we're going to miss. Good neighbours who turn to each other when there's trouble. We've been through some difficult times lately. Had a lot of nasty shocks. I don't think I need to dwell on the details. We were close to losing our Sarah. I've had business setbacks. Overcome now, I'm glad to say. We've had a lot of pressures. And through it all, I've had the unstinting support of my own princess, Gail. She's been my rock. And I want to say, and I mean this sincerely, I don't think there's a greater blessing in life a man could have than a wonderful and loving wife.
Shelley, here's a couple of scotches, will you? I'm sorry, I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Not at all, Ashley. I was just getting a bit sentimental. It's one of my biggest faults. Well, let me just finish by saying that we're not moving far. We don't want to go away from our friends. We'll be back frequently. Shelley, if you'd like to do the drinks again.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us, and so say all of us.
Did you know, Gail, this little party's been quite an eye-opener. I had no idea we were quite so popular. Hey, you okay? You look a bit under the weather.
Richard, you said something this morning. We were talking about you selling another flat and the bail hostel scheme being cancelled.
Yes.
You said something like, why couldn't it have happened sooner? What did you mean?
I'm sorry, I'm not with you.
Well, suppose it had happened sooner. The bail hostel scheme being flung out. What difference would it have made?
Oh, well, for a start, would have saved us weeks of worry, which I, for one, could have well done without.
Oh.
Is it a headache? Something's the matter, I know there is.
Now then, you two, you must come and have a drink with me and Deirdre, Gail.
No, I'm fine, thanks, Ken.
Well, Richard, you can manage another. Come on, come on. No, I insist.
Come on, Richard, come and have a drink with us.
What we like?
Have a short.
All right, just a small brandy.
Right, small brandy, please. Actually, it was a favour I wanted to ask you, Richard. We've got some savings that we'd like to put to better use, only don't quite know where to go. Oh, thank you. That's quick. Cheers. Cheers. Look, I hope this isn't an imposition, but we really would value your expert advice.
I'm sorry, Ken, would you run that past me again? In fact, could we have this conversation tomorrow? I've really got to go.
Sure. Right.
Mum, is that you?
Yes, love. Everything all right?
Yeah, I've just got Bethany off. David is fast asleep in bed, which is where I'm headed. I'm absolutely shattered.
Good night, love.
Sweet dreams.
You left me at the pub. What's the matter?
Those sleeping pills me mum had. She left them here the night she took off. What happened to them?
Your mum's pills? Well, search me, you're going back weeks now. Wait a minute, I think I remember throwing them in the bin. Well, with kids in the house, you don't want that sort of thing lying around, do you?
You had those pills. I saw you with them. It was the night Maxine was murdered.
What is this, Gail? What's bothering you? Something is.
I'm wondering about things that have happened. All the trouble with me mum.
Oh, she's been putting the poison in, has she? That's it, isn't it?
No, not just that. I saw the way you looked at Ashley tonight. Like you were seeing terrible things.
Oh, come on, Gail.
I have to know, Richard. I can't stand what I'm starting to think. Please, tell me the truth.
I always tell you the truth, Gail.
Please, please tell me the truth now, Richard. You didn't kill Maxine, did you? Did you?
I won't lie to you, Gail. Perhaps this is all for the best. Yes. It was me.
Is this a joke?
No.
I don't believe it.
It's true. I'm sorry.
No. Don't come near me.
Okay. Okay. I didn't want to burden you with something like this.
No! Don't! It's an accident! Let me explain! No! Get off me! Get off me!
Gail, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. It's been a nightmare. If only I could turn back the clock. But I can't. I can't.
You say that. You say what you've just said and expect a shoulder to cry on. Then what do you expect?
I just wanted to understand.
How can I understand you? Stupid,
Let me
evil,
explain.
lying! She was a young mother, a whole life ahead.
It was an accident!
How could it be an accident? She was hit over the head with a crowbar.
She wasn't supposed to be there.
It was Emily you were after.
No.
My mum was right all along.
It was Aid. I wanted to get rid of Aid. The scumbag who nearly killed our daughter. That was the main thing, to get rid of him. Let's not wake the kids. We don't want to get them involved, do we?
No.
I've done a terrible thing. I know that. And you've every right to be angry. But please, before you do anything else, let me tell you what happened. Okay?
Okay.
I found out that Sarah was taking Aid food and drink from out of our fridge. After everything he'd done to her, she was still seeing him. I had to do something. Pills have knocked him right out. I put on his trainers, took off his cap, and I made my way to the back of the peacocks. I left a couple of footprints in the garden. I forced my way into the house. But I swear to you, I never meant to kill anyone. You've got to believe that, Gail. I just meant to stage a robbery and leave enough evidence to get Aid out of our Sarah's life once and for all. And you'd have thanked me for that. When you were in that hospital and our Sarah was at death's door, you'd have done anything to see Aidan Critchley rot in jail, wouldn't you?
Yes. But that
Any parent would. It's what he deserves. But Maxine, no one deserves that. But it was an accident, I swear. She came back unexpectedly. Emily woke up. I panicked. I lashed out. And I'll regret it to the day I die. But I just couldn't abide the idea of our Sarah being with Aidan Critchley. I wanted to protect her. You understand that, don't you? I just couldn't understand why she was still seeing him. Why she was attracted to scum like him.
She gets it off her mother.
You don't mean that.
Don't I?
I'm not scum.
You're a killer.
It was a mistake.
You meant it.
No.
You meant to kill Emily Bishop.
I didn't.
You knew she was there. If you wanted to stage a robbery, why didn't you just wait till she'd gone home, till everybody was asleep?
I needed an alibi.
To break into Maxine's house. No, you didn't. Who'd suspect you of that?
I don't know, but
You needed an alibi because you broke into that house to kill Emily Bishop. That was your intention all along. To kill an innocent old lady.
to get Aid.
Because...
That was the intention.
With Emily dead, her house reverts to Keller Holdings. To me and you. Archie, Norris, they were right all along. They knew what you were up to, and I was too stupid to see it. Old people have died. We've inherited their property, and I thought nothing of it.
Anyone whose property we've inherited has died of natural causes.
We've got a brand new car, a big new house, and it's all paid for with blood money.
The riding's paid for it.
How did you get it, Richard?
You know how.
Did anybody die?
Mrs. Lawson did. You know how the business works. She died of cancer. What do you think I did? Force-feed her woodbines?
What about Dougie Ferguson?
What about him?
1 minute he's your business partner. You developing the place together. The next he's lying dead at the bottom of the stairs.
He fell.
And Patricia. Missing for months. And tonight, I find out this thing. Her bracelet. The thing you said she threw at you after an argument was actually found by Steve MacDonald. And where did he find it? At the building site.
Because that's where she threw it at me.
Liar! Where is she? Where is Patricia? What happened to Dougie? How many people have died because of those flats? Tell me the truth, Richard.
Those flats were cursed from day one. Mrs. Lawson died, like I told you, of natural causes. But then her son turned up, wanting his inheritance. I had nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to apologise for. When she signed that contract, she didn't have cancer. She had no intention of leaving that house to her son. She wanted to enjoy her retirement. So, she had a lump sum up front, and for the rest of her life, Kellett Holdings gave her a decent monthly income. And I don't care what the law says. Kellett Holdings had more right over that property than ever he did. And I knew I could really make something of it. I knew it could transform our life. So I arranged a bank loan and bought it off them.
You bought it off yourself, for your own company.
Got a good price for it, too.
None of this is legal, is it?
I'll tell you what is legal, Gail. For a son to let his mother die alone. For a son who couldn't be bothered to nurse his mother through a terrible illness, to inherit her property after she was dead and buried. Now, that's not right, Gail. It may be legal, but it's not right. We deserve that property more than him, and I made sure we got it. But then, I got Dougie Ferguson involved. That was my big mistake. You warned me, but I didn't listen. He made a mess of the foundations, and he was stealing all the original fittings. All my problems go back to him.
So you killed him?
No, I swear. On our kids' lives. He fell. I saw it. I was there. But I didn't do it. We had an argument. He leaned on a banister. It collapsed on him. It was his own shoddy workmanship that killed him. But I saw him lying there. And I knew he'd taken me for a fool. And I knew he had money. A lot of money.
You robbed a dead man and left me to discover the body.
I hated myself for it. I couldn't sleep for weeks. But it wasn't too long before cracks started appearing in the walls. 45 grand that underpinning cost me. And then I found out about the bail hostel. That almost bankrupted us. And Dougie knew about it all along. He ended up costing me far more than I ever got back off him. And he deserved everything he got.
But you didn't kill him?
No.
What about Patricia? Did you kill her?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, Gail, you don't know what a vicious, spiteful cow she was. She hated to see me doing well. She hated to see me with a family I'd always wanted. She had a decent divorce settlement, but she wanted more. She wanted me to buy her out of Kellett Holdings, but I couldn't afford it. I'd only just heard about the underpinning. We had the wedding coming up and the honeymoon. I was under a lot of pressure. She kept on pushing, demanding money. Insulting you, threatening to expose the company, trying to blackmail me. She threatened our whole future. I had to stop her.
What did you do?
It wasn't planned or anything.
What did you do?
Hit her with a spade. She's buried in the foundations of the flats. That's why Steve MacDonald found the bracelet there. Must have slipped off during the struggle. It was heat of the moment stuff. It was done in anger. But I killed her. There's no getting away from that. And killing her made it easier to think about killing again.
I thought I knew you.
You do. You know every terrible detail now.
What am I gonna do?
Turn me in if you like. I won't stop you. There's the phone. But before you do, think about it. You and the kids will have to live with the stigma of this forever. You'll be alone. I'll be in prison. It won't bring Maxine back. And it won't help Ashley and his baby. So maybe the best thing is to keep it a secret. To protect David and Sarah and Bethany from it. It's all I ever wanted to do. Protect my family. To be everything my dad wasn't. Everything I've done is for you, Gail. I might be a killer, but I did it for you. I've killed for you, Gail. Would any man you've ever known do that? Did Brian or Martin love you that much? They didn't even love you enough to stay with you. They betrayed you. Like most men do. with their seedy little affairs. But I would never do that to you. If you live for 1,000 years, you'll never find anyone who loves you more than me. It's like that quote from my wedding speech. The one about our marriage being like a pair of scissors. Joined so we can be separated. Sometimes moving in opposite directions. But woe betide anyone who comes between us. You remember that? That's us. That's what this is all about. Some people got in our way. Threatened our future. I had to get rid of them. I'm not proud of it. But what's done is done. And it will never happen again.
Are you sure?
Positive. Because I've got all I ever wanted. All I need is for you to stand by me. If you can do that, you and me will be so special. We'll leave this tatty street behind, and we'll live happily ever after. So, it's up to you, Gail. This. Or that. You'll need some time to think about it. I understand that. I mean, it's a lot to take in. I'll put the kettle on.
I don't need time to think about it.
What are you going to do? Why?
All that claptrap about how much you love me. How you did it all for me.
It's true.
You tried to kill my mother.
I didn't.
She was right about Emily, right about Patricia. Why shouldn't she be right about you setting fire to our house?
I was with you that night.
I was asleep that night. You could have slipped out. I didn't believe for a second that you did, which is how you got your alibi. But you did, didn't you? Come on. Admit it. You messed with her mind and set fire to her house, didn't you?
Her mind was going anyway.
Well, you better get going, because I'm going to ring the police.
No! Don't be scared. Just let me explain.
There's nothing to explain. Do you think I can forgive what you've done? What you did to me, Ma'am?
She's had her life.
Would you forgive someone who tried to kill your mother?
I would have thanked him in the end. You know how she suffered. You know what I went through. In the final year or so, it would have been a kindness.
So you were doing her a favour?
What's she got to look forward to?
She's 62.
And her best days are behind her, just like Emily Bishop's. And what lies ahead? Disease, illness, a slow, painful decline. You don't know what it's like, Gail. I've been there. I've seen it.
You're not just evil. You're sick. Do you know that?
Getting old these days. It's a nightmare. Pension system's at it. Care for the elderly's a joke. Too many old people, not enough young people to support them.
So you bump them off and steal their money?
I just put my family first, like every other animal on the planet. Natural instinct, Gail. Survival of the fittest.
And what happens when you get old?
I wouldn't want to be a burden on my kids.
You've got no kids!
I like to think of them as mine.
Well, they're not!
You were too good to last.
It was just a row.
You heard what she said. You'll be good.
She didn't mean it.
She won't get better than him. Not at her age.
What do you think they're arguing about?
I don't know. I bet he's gone in morning. Should we go down?
No, they'll just send us back up. Leave him to it.
What a perfect father you are.
I try my best.
Oh, you'll never be like your father. What your family means to you.
It means everything to me.
Oh, yeah. You'll do anything for the kids. Literally anything. Yet you've got none of your own. Why's that?
Just the way things worked out.
Did they go the same way as Marion?
I never killed Marion. I would never harm a child.
Takes some explaining, Mr. Family Man. 3 wives, no children. And we never even discussed it properly, did we?
Well, our age.
No, I was pleased of it. I don't want any more. But you? Why wouldn't you?
Wasn't even on the agenda.
Never has been, has it?
Stop it, Gail.
It's not me you love. It never has been me. It's the ready-made family. And you love it because you can't make one of your own.
No! Sorry. I'm so sorry. You sounded like Patricia. Things she used to say. She blamed me because I didn't tell her before we got married. But I didn't know. I thought it was Marion's fault. We'd been trying for years. Then Mum got sick. But Marion wouldn't help. It was a baby she wanted to care for. Not a senile old pensioner. So she left me. But I didn't know it was my fault. Patricia wouldn't believe that. And she never forgave me. But you've got to. I love you. I love you so much. And I don't care what you say. I always will. And I would never do anything to hurt you. Or the kids. Ever.
What's going on?
You all right, Mum?
Please, don't tell them.
Get off me.
Has he been hurting you?
I would never hurt your mother.
It's all right, love. Just got a few things to sort out, that's all. Go to bed.
Are you sure?
Yes. Go on. And don't come down again.
Are you just saying this?
No. Go on.
You got school in the morning?
I'm dealing with it.
Well, we'll keep the noise down then, because you're going to wake Bethany up at this rate.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Good night now.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
What for?
Not telling them.
They'll find out.
They don't need to.
I've made my decision.
You'll make them live with the stigma.
I'd rather they live with the stigma forever than live with you for another second.
Gail, I know I scared you just now, but you can trust me, I swear. No one else will ever get hurt. And now it's out in the open. There's no need for any more lies. I'll always be loyal to you.
Oh, yeah. You'll never have a seedy little affair. You might hit me in the face with a shovel.
No. Never.
You think your dad running off with another woman's a worse crime than clubbing someone to death. You're twisted. You're Norman Bates with a briefcase. And I don't want you living under the same roof as my family.
You're not in any danger.
How could I ever be sure of that?
I promise. Please, Gail. We can get through this.
Bankruptcy we could have got through. There's a million normal problems we could have got through. If you'd have been honest with me.
I was ashamed. I felt like a failure.
I could have lived with a failure. Wouldn't have mattered. I did love you, Richard. This. How can I live with this?
I can't live without you. If you're going to the police, I might as well be dead.
Suits me. Good riddance.
Don't say that. You don't mean that.
I do.
Please.
It's over.
I love you.
I hate you. I hate you. It's over.
I'm sorry. Mum.